Is the microphone on right now? I was about to find out. Hello. Is this the live stream? It's black. I can't see anything. What's going on here in this live stream? I can't seem to see anything. Oh. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Shout out to everybody here. I didn't realize you were sitting there this whole time. God bless everybody here. Welcome to the live stream. Thank you for jumping on in. My name is Sam Price, the Crypto Lifer. Welcome to the Saturday night live stream. Everything looking all right? Everything okay? Everything's going to be amazing. Don't you worry. We're going to break it down for you. Have an awesome show planned. I'm excited. You should be too. We're going to look at Bitcoin. See, it's struggling here, trying to get back above the 200 SMA on the 1 minute time frame. We're going to have some fun with Bitcoin. We're going to break it down. We're going to see if it's in my box from earlier today. And we're going to see what happens. Let's have some fun with BTC. Shout out to all the beautiful souls here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in on this Saturday night. Shout out to the channel sponsors, iTrust Capital. We greatly appreciate you. Shout out to BEAMX. iTrust Capital, a place where you can get into Chainlink. Just did some damage too. And if you were buying and selling Chainlink in and out as it goes up and down, swing trading it, you wouldn't pay taxes on those short-term gains. The only place you can do that was with iTrust Capital. You can't do that anywhere else. I'm telling you right now, that's absolutely amazing. The link in the far right corner there, the QR code and the link in the description. Also inside of the pinned comment that I'm about to pin for you. May God bless you all. So if you want to jump into iTrust Capital today, you want to learn about it, you don't know what I'm saying? What is a Roth IRA with cryptocurrency in it? Trade gold and silver too in the same IRA. They have a lot of cool stuff going on that you can't get anywhere else. That ETF will not be the same. All right. That ETF, Bitcoin dumps on the weekend, you're not going to be able to get in. iTrust Capital's 24/7. Ready to go, ready for you. So just, you gotta think about those things when it comes to iTrust Capital. So that's why I like iTrust. That's why I stand behind them. They're amazing. All right. Let's pop out the chat, see what's happening here in the live. I see some fire. I see people. Let's see who's here on a Saturday night. I'm checking. I'm doing roll call. I'm seeing who came to both streams, who's putting in the work like I am. All right. Bonk is on fire. People saying Shib's on fire. Matic on fire. Finally, a bit of a movement for Matic. It's been sad for a long time. Shout out to Sean pinning the comment. Sean, we love you. Thank you for being here, Sean. May you have a wonderful day. Hope you had a good time with your mom today. At any time you need, just let me know, man. I love you. You know that. I want the best for you. So I want to make sure you're living your best life and as well as working for the channel, doing our thing. We're both working for the channel. I want to make that clear. No one is the boss here. We're all working for the channel. The channel becomes the boss. That's how I look at it. The channel demands its own things, and we just push to give the channel what it needs. And I'm on my 3-day water fast. This will be the 3rd day. It's strange. I still feel pretty full. I'll tell you what, something weird just happened, though. I had to go to the bathroom, and I had to go to number 2. I hadn't eaten in 3 days. What came out was really strange. I don't want to talk about it, but it was really weird. I was like, what is that, Anyway, nobody wants to know. Sorry about that. I shouldn't, what am I doing, Let's get back into Bitcoin. Let's talk about it. It's at 47,680. I thought maybe that right shoulder could play out. It did not, right? I was up a little bit on that trade. It's kind of flat right now. So we'll see what happens later on. But right now we're fighting the 200 SMA for Bitcoin. And call me the Caspa King, baby. I declare myself the Caspa King. I will lead us all to glory. Let's go, baby. Caspa. We've been getting into Caspa for days, baby. For days. No one predicted this. $48,000 Bitcoin, baby. Bang, bang, bang. And we did go to 48,000 today for Bitcoin. To the upside, baby. To the upside. What a beautiful move it was for BTC. And I even made a long trade that I showed you was up earlier today for gains, baby, gains. And that trade played out, right? If you remember, right? I showed you we got in at where? Let me show you on the live here. I like Zeta Chain. It's looking good to me, but you do whatever makes you happy. But I was sitting at home. I had to clean out the garage. I was cleaning my car. It was really warm today in Boston. Really, really warm, and so I decided to clean the car, right? Okay, so look, 14%. We got in at 47,291. This thing continued to moon, continue to moon, continue to moon, and then eventually it did hit that beautiful target, 42,800, and continued to the upside. But what a beautiful trade. Shout out to anyone that did take that long with me. I just traded the little small flag there, and it ended up playing out to the upside. Pretty crazy, but anyway, yeah. Let's take a look at what it was. Just kind of a boring day for Bitcoin, though. Much sideways price action. We didn't get a lot of, it was just sideways. And then we got to move out of the 15-minute flag that I was looking at. So let's get into it. Let's talk about Bitcoin. While we're here, right? Might as well. So I thought Bitcoin could be in this, right here in this green. That's what I think. And who cares what I think, right? But I put the green box here. We came pretty close to where it could be. I knew where it was going to be. I knew it was going to be on the blue line, right? Because we counted the hours and we took the meter. And the meter told me where Bitcoin would be. And I put the box where I thought. So I know where it's going to be this way. I just have to figure out where it's going to be this way, right? Which isn't that hard. And there you go. And look, I had this tight channel. Here's my trade in right here. This thing pumped to the upside. And honestly, it looking like a continuation flag here. And so I'm pretty bullish on Bitcoin right now. And I'm still in my trade, and we're going to see what happens. But this is a bit of a cup and handle. They call me Sally Cup and Hattie to the upside. All the way to the upside, baby. All the way to the upside. Shout out to everybody here watching the live, right? And so if this can come back down, hold the zone, there's a chance it just topples over. We got a bit of a double top here, and we hit another resistance at 48,200. Couldn't get back above it. Boom. But there's a chance we continue to the upside. I'd like to take that chance. And we'll go from there. All right. Only time will tell. The trade I took was 5-to-1 risk-reward ratio. I risked $100 for $500. I figured, why not? Right. And we'll see what happens. We're going to continue to maintain that trade. So here. So I called the pop for Bitcoin. And again, I wasn't even sure what was going to happen, but I just watched the 15-minute. And I was about to go clean my garage and get things ready. And the 15-minute was curving up like this. So I just went to the charts. I went over to the charts. So actually got to go back a little more. It won't let you do that, right? You can't no. Once you go back, that's it. You got to go back again. So I was just looking at the charts like this. And I was like, that's kind of a shoulder ahead and a right shoulder. My mind said, play the right shoulder, Sammy. I said, but it's a Saturday. There's no volume, and it's been flat all day. I said, I know. I said, what's the worst going to happen? I was like, it'll probably stay flat. I said, you're not going to lose that much. There's not a lot of volume. So I opened up the trade, and I said to everyone, I opened up a trade while I'm cleaning out the garage in kind of a lackluster way, right? And I told everyone I did it at, 2:19 p.m. today? And then next thing you know, it was in the green. I was like, the streak continues, And I said, I just did what the 15-minute told me to do. And so the 15-minute had a low stoke. It was at a high volume node with a point of control. And it seemed to me like it was making a bit of a right shoulder there with a breakout to the upside. The measured move would have been from the neckline to the head, right? So I decided to take the trade. You guys get it? And the moving averages were pretty tight with the 200 creeping up. Now the 7-minute was also, toying with the 200 SMA. I didn't like that it was right below it, but the 15-minute gave me strength. And they were both oversold at the same time. And so I took the trade. There you go. And it played out. And Bitcoin went back up to 48,000, but it did double top. Key resistance for Bitcoin 1, 2. This flag has to help us out. This Sammy Cup and Handy has to play out to the upside. Otherwise, I will get stopped out. If we lose the 200 SMA on this, my trade will probably not play out. And that's okay. We're on an amazing streak. So you got to lose a few. I'm 19-4 right now. So I could afford a few losses, but I don't want any. I'm not inviting them. I'm just saying. Smash the like button for the most amazing TA in the game. Thank you for saying that. That's very nice of you to say. On the planet. Wow, on the planet. Smash the like button for the most amazing TA on the planet. Love you, brother. God bless. Shout out to Mars Solo. I love you too, man. Thank you so much for being here. All right, and we got some people just going crazy for bonk here in the chat. Mine to get timed out. Sam, remember, it's the Chinese New Year as well. The markets like to pump around this time, as many of our Asian brothers and sisters are pumping the money in. Yeah, because they got a present from someone else. I thought people also sold, though, so they could give each other presents. I thought they were selling. I don't know. I remember there was a bunch of selling one year, and everyone told me, it's the Chinese New Year. There was a bunch of pumping, and they told me it was the Chinese New Year. So what was it? Anyway, we're getting a bit of a pullback here, but the 15-minute still oversold, showing signs of almost a hidden bullish divergence. Not perfect yet. Lack of bearish momentum in the MACD. I wouldn't be surprised if we continue up. My target's 50,290 into the weekend, but you never know. We could easily we got a kind of a bearish div, though. Let's look at this. That kind of is a move up, but that's a move down or flat. Yeah, it's kind of a bearish divergence, too, as well, in my humble opinion. So that could be the end of this whole rally. And this could be the beginning of the downtrend. Could be a perfect way to short here with a stop loss on either side. Again, I'm long. I'm going to stay long until the 15-minute curls up, until the 1 hour gets overbought. The 4 hour looks pretty good to me. Like it's resetting for a nice move to the upside. You see it? And so I just, and I'll show you the 4 hour in another time frame. But just even if you look at it raw here and just you could draw that right there. I mean, the 4 hour looks like something's brewing here. A little bearish div now, actually. Swing down and swing down while they swing up. We finally got the bearish div on the 4 hour stochastic. So this, and then we could dump right down to the 200 SMA. Bit of a rising wedge breakdown. I can see the bearishness and I can see the bearish divergence there too. So yeah, I'm usually, I go long so much, and then usually my last long is when we usually break, and then I begin to short. Other people wait for this entire limit and short right here. Wait for the time limit and long right there. We did long right here too, so we're still, just a massive move. Still got to look at that. What a beautiful move for Bitcoin. Super excited to see that. Amazing times to be alive. So shout out to everybody here on the live. Who's here? Say hi if you're here. Say what up. Say hi, Sammy Bammy. What's going down? I saw you week review video. Amazing. Your energy gets me hyped, man. Shout out to Jonathan Ramhan. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Ramdhan. Yeah, Ramdhan. Thank you, brother. Yeah, what's up? Still heading up, boys. Huge buys incoming on Beam. Wow. Dude, BEAMX just pumping to the upside. And let's just talk about Beam, baby. And let's talk about some of the altcoins that I've been trading, that I got into. And I'll be sharing my entire portfolio this week on the weekly screen share. And just I made a few things. Ooh, wow. It went up even more. That is beautiful. Shout out to anyone that jumped into Beam. We were buying here on the low back in January. I was even buying right here on January 2nd. I was like, I'm loading up more on Beam right here at 1.5. And I have it in the trading group. And I was showing everyone today. I was like, hey, I said, and I just want to show up. Not only do I show the TA, but I also pick positional strength to get into certain coins at certain times. But look right here, I hard to call out all the wins, but I definitely bought at the bottom of BEAMX and said when I did, January 2nd, it was a perfect buy. I bought more BEAM here after selling near the top a few weeks back. I played BEAM like a fiddle. I got into BEAM early when it first came on here. $2,000 came into 6-7, boom, sold it. And then I put back in another, like what, I don't know, it's $5 or $6,000. And now I believe BEAM, today was a big day for my portfolio personally. KASPA up, NAKA up, BEAM up. A lot of money flowing in to the port. I was like, wow. So it looks like we may get some bearish div here for BEAM. But if I were to sell all my BEAM now, I got about $8,000 of it. Almost 8. Wow. Went up another $300-400. So shout out to my BEAM crew. Shout out to anyone that's holding down BEAM. And we're making some serious gains with this coin. Solana gaming coin that I believe, I had to have access to Solana. I had to have access to gaming. And so Solana gaming to me was no brainer. The 2-day chart, super low for so long, showed accumulation to me. And there you go, right? And if you pull the fib too from the bottom to the top, you're kind of wicking down into the 618 golden pocket here for a bit of a move. Pretty spot on, right? So BEAM, babe. And once it breaks this, it goes to all-time highs, right? And it goes into price discovery. 3.8 is my measured move for this thing. And then, we'll see how it goes. And over time, where could BEAM go? Let's talk about that, because I haven't really asked myself, a full deep dive on BEAM. Let me do a Sammy Price deep dive for BEAM and break down kind of how and the why behind BEAM. Dimension still holding 764. MAVIA went all the way to 788. Man, we talked about this coin. I put it out when it was, 364? We're going to talk about MAVIA. I put it out in the trading group. That thing boomed. One of a big gainer. And Jupe's still holding 50, right? And so let's take a look here at BEAMX. I want to see its overall market cap. I want to feel out what's going on. It's BEAM. It happens to be BEAMX. So it's got a $1.2 billion market cap. Pretty big, all right? So I think it could do maybe a 10. Maybe a 20x to me is a lot once you get a $1 billion market cap, all right? Circulating supply is 51. Total supply is 62. The entire supply is out. Absolutely beautiful, right? 90% of the supply, 80% of the supply. I mean, you're good. You got 50 or 60. I love that, right? So you're not going to get dumped on. No one's getting a bunch of coins on you. It's a really good sign. The fully diluted is so close to the regular. That's how you know. If you're at 1.2 billion and the fully diluted is 1.5, only 300 million can get dumped on you. It's pretty awesome. So that's a really good sign that this thing could continue, Look, they got Bonk, BEAM, and Sui. And so I don't know about Bonk for me, but I like BEAM. So I see a 10x coming out of BEAM. Definitely could turn my $8,000 into $80,000. Pretty good idea, right? So that's interesting to me. So BEAM, it's got BEAM Swap, it's got DevDocs, it's got the BEAM Bridge, it's got the Sphere Market, it's got the companion app, and it's got the BEAM Hub. It's got a lot going on for it. All right. Pretty interesting, right? Move assets to BEAM if you want to jump in on BEAM. And so you can bridge to BEAM immediately and start getting busy, which is pretty awesome. There's a swap too. And can I stake my BEAM? See, I haven't been getting into stake recently. BEAM Hub is probably where you can stake, I'm guessing. You can discover their games. Oh, so MAVIA. Look, so MAVIA was a BEAM coin. Look at this. So MAVIA comes out of BEAM. Interesting. So BEAM's pumping because MAVIA is pumping. You get it? People have to buy BEAM to buy MAVIA on the swap. See, I didn't put two together. BEAM Hub. I just knew MAVIA was a new coin, and we started trading hot. So there you go. And now you realize, okay, boom. Now we understand why MAVIA was so hot, right? It's like a little detective story we get to put together every week and find out some more information. So let's go on and look at MAVIA now. And so listen, my strategy is sometimes I put those two dots together. Most of the time I do. Other times I just trade whatever I see that's hot on the market. So wow, here is a MAVIA just absolutely doing damage. I called support here. That thing bounced and just continued to rip. Unbelievable. Shout out to anyone that jumped into Heroes of MAVIA. I first put it out in my trading group. Man. And I tell everyone's like, oh, I missed out. It's like, don't worry. I don't catch every single one. You think I catch every single thing that I put out? But MAVIA there at 377, talking about it going to 528. It did that and more. Heroes of MAVIA 788. Unbelievable. Way past the target. Booming. Unbelievable. So insane. It did fall out of this thing. Came back down to support. I think we went over it together. Someone even asked me about it. Then you even draw this one here. And that thing ripped to the upside. Wow. Here is a MAVIA just having a day of it. Unbelievable. And there's always a coin having fun. There's always opportunity in this market, I'm telling you. Let's take a look at our baby NAKA. Nakamoto Games, baby. I love NAKA. And I talked about NAKA making a big move off of the 618 Fibonacci level. You know, came up hard all the way to 233, came back down. I just started gobbling as much NAKA as I could while it was super low in these double bottom areas for the last month straight, really. Couple pumps, but really for the last month, January 20th, all the way to the last 2-3 weeks, you could get it about 125, 130, and it ripped all the way to 173. A 50-cent move on 120, a big move. And I have a lot of NAKA. I love NAKA. I think NAKA can do, you know, I knew about NAKA when it was like a penny, when it first came out in the first rally. One of the strongest coins, honestly, that really held its sauce and came back for more. Like, there was Cryo War, there was other coins, there was so many coins, and like, NAKA really the only one to really hold it down, you know? So pretty crazy to see NAKA really just doing serious damage. And yeah, happy to have a bag of NAKA. My bag of NAKA is like $22,000 bag. Between NAKA and KASPA, I dang near have about 100 racks in those two coins alone, which is crazy. And that can easily 10x to $1 million. Easily. Like, my KASPA and my NAKA bag of 100,000, I don't see how that doesn't turn into a mill. It's an easy mill. Like, that's an easy mill right there. So, like, if you can get 100 grand in KASPA and NAKA, again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I'm saying you should be taking the financial advice, but I truly believe, in my humble opinion, is if 100 grand and it can eat, that's a 10x right there. It's a smooth 10x. Only time will tell. We will see, right? We will see. Only time will tell. But NAKA, it does have to come up, hit a high. Could it hit a lower low and still come down? And are we in for more pain? You never know. I'm open-minded, but we got really nicely above this resistance. As long as we stay back above 150, NAKA really has a path back all the way up to 337. Breaks that high, and we can see a big move for NAKA. KASPA continuing to do damage. Shout out to my KASPA crew. Yes! 14! Eat my shorts. Sorry, you guys saw me buying 10 grand of KASPA on the lows when nobody knew if we were going to go lower or not. I was scooping it up, and I've really put my money where my mouth is. Had conviction in KASPA, my favorite coin. Put it out here in this little flag the other night, and it continued to move to the upside. Had this little flag too that pumped. I saw this little flag that I put this little call out. It continued to pump. I actually traded that on the futures that night, and then it follows Bitcoin very nicely, right? Has a protocol very similar to Bitcoin, right? It's proof of work like Bitcoin. So kind of like Ordinals move, and it's not going to move just with Ordinals completely, but KASPA, baby, KASPA. Let's take a look at the daily. Is there more to come? Are we getting a little too overbought? I mean, a straight line pump like that is pretty crazy. Tells me that is a, you know, and you're right at resistance. Now, I'm done taking profits on KASPA. I'm not doing it anymore. I'm in for the long haul for this puppy. And we started buying it down here too heavily. Unbelievable. It was, remember, I could still remember that huge move when we got that crazy pump to the upside. And really, KASPA's really just been slowly consolidating, in my humble opinion, getting ready for its next move. I pulled the Fibonacci from impulse to top. I had a golden pocket right here that we kind of just barely touched, but there's FOMO for it. And when Bitcoin took off, I mean, there's just too many people fiending for KASPA right now. Really, they want their KASPA, and they want it now, right? And there's just a serious, like fiend that people are fiending for this thing, you know. And I'm up again, huge on my KASPA bag, huge. So, really unbelievable moves in the portfolio. We had this dip. My portfolio is down, I'll be honest. I had like a $320,000, $310,000 portfolio. No, like 300. It was 300. It was like 300, 295. We went down to 265. I did take 40 out, put it into KEPLR. No, 20 out. 23 butt out, put into KEPLR. Then I bought PZP, and I also bought Ordi on another swap on KuCoin because they only had it there, you know. And then my bags are now all the way back up, 325, huge pump. We're talking like a nice 60, 70 grand pump back up. And a lot of the things that I bought on the lows too, just unbelievable move. So I'm excited. Yeah, I'm excited. This bump back up was really nice. It was great. Are we going to hold the gains? Only time will tell. It took a lot of guts to go in when I did. I went in on a lot of different coins when Bitcoin was like teetering on that low, but I saw hidden bullish divergence. I decided to go in, and so far so good for Bitcoin. Let's toy with some cool ideas here on the all-time history index for BTC. And let's just kind of talk about what's happening. Nice pump for Bitcoin. Back to the upside here at 47,740. I'm holding that long based on the flag, right? There's really nothing else to say for me when it comes to Bitcoin. I'll sign into my Token Metrics account, see what's happening. Let's take a look here. So they got a bullish signal in the market today, which is awesome. All right, telling you that a lot of whales are entering, or so, you know, the market has flipped bullish. Tencent, Dimension, Checked Network, and Heroes of MAVIA. We caught one of the biggest trending coins in the game. Heroes of MAVIA making gains. Tencent making gains. Dimension making gains. It tells me to remind me I was a little bent out of shape because of orange kept pumping, and I sold it at where I could have made more and way more. I made a gain of like 6 grand. I could have made like 12 grand, but it's okay. It is what it is, right? Like, that's not a big deal. Like, it's just money. It's not, we can always make more money. We can never get more time. So, like, we really need to break through this weird. This needs to break, man. So strange, this pattern. At the end of the day, I see it as just a flag breaking out, right? Length of the pole, wick. I'll take wick to wick when I do this stuff. And if I angle it correctly, and then put this back just at a slight movement, gives me 64,000, and we're just gonna plow ahead. Once we get above this resistance, I mean, it's gonna be pretty much a wrap. I see people shorting right now, and I get it, but let's flip this upside down for a second, right? And it's a 618, see? And Bitcoin does like to get rejected by the 618, just like it gets the pump. But, at the same time, and the daily is overbought, and we're away from the 21-day moving average. So there's a chance here that we are going to get a rejection at the golden pocket. You see how we flip that? You see how we, you can do the bullish retracement. I can flip the chart upside down and did the bullish retracement, which gave me exactly where it would go, and you could pull it. You could even just do this regularly and just pull it from the bottom. Or from the top to the bottom, right? And you'll get the same thing, okay? Reverse fib, just so you understand that concept, okay? Now, are we going to continue to pump? What's happening here? Let me make my final, I look for Bitcoin. I'll do, my top-down analysis. I'm on a 3-day water fast, just so everybody knows. So this is my 3rd day. I have not eaten any food since Wednesday night. Wednesday night was the last time I ate any food. I just felt like I needed to clean my brain out, my mind out, my body out. I just had this calling to cleanse. And Ramadan coming up too in March. Super excited. I'm actually super excited for that. Last year, it really helped me get over a lot of just things that were happening in my life that I needed to move forward with. And I got into this spiritual place that I was really happy about being in. So we take a look at the weekly. I'm just playing it simple. I'm a simple guy. I play flags. Most people don't. They try to do 100 different things. I mean, I play, I do fibs, flags, VRP, supportive resistance, stochastics, and also some projective mind theory. But at the end of the day, I'm all about watching price action go sideways while the stochastics go down. If the stochastics go down when we go sideways, it tells me there's a good chance we could continue to the upside. All that matters for me, fine, we're at a resistance, yeah. You can say we're at a little bit of a resistance here. A little bit of choppy area. Honestly, I feel like we broke through a little bit of the resistance already, you know? See that? Like, that was a resistance right there, and we're kind of peaking above it. The next one coming, so I don't, you know, pretty bullish. My whole thing is as long as the weekly closes above 44,300, I'm happy. You know, I don't need, you know, 48, 49, all this stuff is great. But we were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 weeks straight and then blasted through resistance. Now, the only thing is, I don't count wicks as divergence, and I do candle body to candle body, and I do see a bearish divergence forming on the weekly. That tells me to be very careful. And it does tell me to be wary. Now, yeah, we could continue up here, but the RSI is a little high. Whenever we get bearish div on the weekly, it's not the best sign. And so is Bitcoin coming back down for a nice pullback? Are we about to make a dump? Is this the perfect short while everyone's, you know, going long and creating tons of stop losses down here? Are they going to do, usually when they bump it up fast, they bring it down, usually because there's a bunch of stop losses here. So are we going to start making this falling wedge to the downside? Did I just freak everybody out? Who here doesn't want to hear this? Who here just turned off the channel, but they came back, but they were about to turn it off because they were like, I don't want to hear Sam be bearish. Who here can't handle the bearishness? Shout out to any thoughts on Blockbuster Tech. Lots of utilities and very small market cap. Chart looks not so great. Never heard about it, man. Thank you for the $20 super chat. Shout out to the $27.99 all the way from Master Friend. May God bless you, Master Friend. Thank you for being here. I kind of want to dump. Yeah, I want to hear it. It's okay, but I can handle it. Okay. I so need Bitcoin to come back down. None of us got enough. Me, I'm out. You're out of what? No. Oh, yeah, me, I'm out. You're funny. Yeah. Yeah, bounced. I get it. I forgot what I say, right? Years of college, you know? Years of college. Do you like arc block? That's interesting. So anyway, this is a bearish div. We could get a pullback. We'll see what happens. I'm still going to trade the small time frame until it kicks me out. See, that's what I do. The small time frames are like a club that you go to all night, right? And like you can trade a flag and the flag, and you get to stay when you win. You get to stay when you win. You keep winning. Eventually, one of the small time frames will kick me out. And that's when I'll be, you know, and then I'll see a key level, and then I realize that when my long doesn't play out at the end, and if I get kicked out on a small time frame and a long, that usually means I can start to short the 4 hour, right? Because I'm just getting kicked out on like the 7 minute usually. And so it gives me space to trade a bigger time frame because I can see the trend changing on the smaller time frame. So I don't mind getting stopped. So I'll long in these rallies, and I'll make 7, 8, maybe 20 trades straight. And then the 21st, 22nd trade, sometimes they don't play out, and that's when I know that the trend's changing. It's kind of like I let the market tell me what to do, and I just trade the market. Then I switch back and go the other way. Dude sent you 20, and you say never heard of it, but thanks for the 20. Wow. Yeah, I've never heard of it, man. Why? Yeah. Any thoughts on Blockbuster? I've never heard of it. What, am I supposed to say something different? Wait, let's hold up. Like, what am I supposed to say? Robert Ortiz. What do you want me to do? I mean, I'm probably going to look it up later. But what do you want me to do? Dude sends you 20 and you say never heard of it, but thanks for the... Wow. This guy, man. So funny, man. Lots of bears in the chat, yeah. Hating, man. If you're not bringing love, man, shout out to the 847 people on the live. 304 likes, $67 in chat revenue. Thank you for being here. All right. So Bitcoin and some, bearish div there on the weekly, I got to say, right now. But, it could get defied and we could get bigger bearish div. I get it. This could go higher and we could stay up here for a while. Could just be the beginning of a bigger rally. Kind of like this is bearish div. Trying to find out, or there. You could almost call that, but... it was about to be bearish div, but then it wasn't. Still, it definitely bears caution, in my humble opinion. The daily being overbought, bearish div on the weekly. It's not a great sign, I'll tell you that right now. And yes, I do defy that wick. That to me is a bearish divergence. So again, this can't happen if we don't break 44,300. So deep breaths until a weekly candle closes below 44,003. I remain bullish. Yay! So no worries, right? We're all good in the hood for now. So that key level here, as long as it holds, I'm okay. 44,400, right? I'll bring it where these candles close for me personally. And so I'll hover with this candle eventually 44,394. Wait, hold on. No. Close. Yeah, 43,942. I went 394. I went dyslexic on myself. 43,942. All right. So 43,950. 44K. Right there. That's my key zone. We start breaking candles below there on the weekly. All right. The bull run is part of the flow. Is it going to 50K by tomorrow noon? Bitcoin getting held back by the degen shorts. So beautiful candle for Bitcoin on the weekly though. Bullish engulfing, everything looking good. We'll see what happens. We'll take it one step at a time. All right, let's take a look at our 3-day chart. Our 3-day chart's getting started too for a big breakout. Broke above its high. It's above resistance. Tells us that it's continuing to the upside. Look though, I mean, is that not a bearish divergence on the RSI? Maybe we're going up for a little more run and then we get a bigger one, but I gotta tell you guys that I see, that's bearish. I'm still in my short-term long because I told you I'll get kicked out on the small time frames first and then I'll switch bearish. I'll let them tell me when to be bearish. I won't be bearish until I have to be. All right. And so this breaks down kind of where we stand today. And if this makes bearish divergence, which it kind of does too, it kind of just tells me this could be the end here. This could be the little top rally here, 48,200 resistance. And that's all she wrote. I'll be honest. So if tonight is an epic night. The 15, it all really comes, sometimes it does come down to the 15-minute time frame. Isn't that crazy? Like, we looked at all the biggest time frames in the world, but it comes down to the 15-minute. Can the 15-minute get us to 49K, break this high? Or do we just make a double top here? Roll over? Do we start to roll over? Do we make some type of descending triangle? And does it start the breakdown of the Bart Simpson? We go back down this gap. Test 45. Again, that's fine. All of this is fine as long as we don't break what? 43,950. Say it again. 43,950. All right. So that's Bitcoin in a nutshell. We're watching the 15-minute flag. Can it save the day? That's the question at hand. All right. I'm long with it. We'll see if it can hold me down on a Saturday night with low liquidity. Not the best night to trade long. All right. Definitely don't go all in on a Saturday night. Me personally would never do that. All right. So look, I love this. We had this little cup and handle there too even. But Chainlink, I drew it in here. It was consolidating nicely after a big pump. It was pretty obvious what was going to happen. It had a beautiful shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder. So it had an inverted head and shoulder, and it broke out. And I love this indicator. It'll actually label it for you. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder, right? If you complete the neckline perfectly, it'll shade them. Bang. And there you have a beautiful inverted head and shoulder that played out absolutely beautifully like it was supposed to, 68% of the time. That's going to give you the gains. And it did. With low stochastics on the right shoulder, you're in there like swimwear. Shout out to anyone that jumped on in. The daily was low. We got the nice pump to the upside. Chainlink all the way to 19. And it was just sitting down at 13 not too long ago. I like what I'm seeing here for Chainlink. Wow, just getting started here on the 22-hour time frame. Team of Frama. 4 hours getting a little overbought. I had it in this little cup and handy here. It did break out. Kind of never, that wouldn't have been a stop. Continuing to go. Let me get rid of all my stuff again. We'll take a look at it on the weekly. I mean, as funny as that was, it's like I never heard about it, man. The guy gave me a super chat. I never heard about it. The weekly looks ready to go for Chainlink. So if you just look at the weekly and you play Chainlink on the weekly, it's just getting started for a massive move. That target takes you to 28. And Chainlink was just $6. You're on a 3x for Chainlink. And look at the beautiful consolidation it did. Just said, hey, come and buy me. I'm going to hang out between $6 and $8 from May all the way to September. Like, hello. Like, easy. I own Chainlink. I started buying it at $1.78. I still own it from the last rally of its high. I never sold a penny at 52. I just feel like Chainlink could do better than 52. I feel like it's got to do better than that. And now it only has to almost double to get to that high. It's pretty obvious that it can. But Chainlink right here, look, $2, $1.78. That's when I first started going over Chainlink on my channel back in 2019. There's videos of me talking about Chainlink back in 2019. What, top 5 cryptos to 5 million. I wish I could find my old video. Because I made like I made these a long time ago, right? 5 coins to 10 trillion, that's ridiculous. No stop stream till I make 200 back. That's funny, man. Live buy bench trade. See how that works out for that guy. This guy's awesome. He's smart. Definitely someone worth listening to. I would love to have him on the channel. I like this guy. I combine some of what he talks about. You know, everyone. He's just smart, dude. Definitely someone to keep on the radar. Funny. No, it's not there, but I made this video is like literally 3 years old. I can go find it in my videos, but I've made thousands and thousands of videos. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. And everybody's back. Even Superman's back, man. They're all back, baby. Everybody's back. Shout out to everyone jumping in on the live. Shout out to everyone who was here this morning. We appreciate you. What about a double top of the daily chart of Bitcoin? We already said that. We talked about it. Yeah. Thank you for saying that, though. It's kind of obvious, man. Not to be rude, like, you know. It's kind of been there, done that, you know. Anyway, Chainlink on the weekly looks beautiful. If you keep it on the weekly, it just broke above weekly resistance. As long as this weekly candle closes above 18,155, I wouldn't even look at Chainlink on another chart. I would only look at Chainlink on the weekly, and I would only play it on the weekly. Last time the weekly had a little low dip there, that was your buy at $5. Now you're already up almost a 4x since June. So you'll be coming about a 4 or 5x when we come around a year from now, maybe even more. I could see us up somewhere at 28 by the time we hit, you know, April, May, and then maybe even June, we could be into the 30s. So a year-to-year basis, you could sell in 1 year and still be up a 6x pace, you know, capital gain, taxes on that. Unbelievable. You can't beat that. All right. So I'm showing you all my bags. I'm showing you the coins I'm buying. Where am I buying them? How am I doing it? What's going on? I'm buying them on MEXC. Shout out to everybody here on MEXC. Lowest fees. 0 spot maker taker fee, 0 future maker fee, 0 1% taker fee. And MEXC is the place to be. You can KYC with the Plow ID, so you're not doing any, you're 100%. Nothing, you know. Shout out to everybody here. So boom. I absolutely love MEXC. All right. They're the best right now at the present moment in time. They get access to the coins the fastest, like Pepe, Myro, you name it. It doesn't matter. If it's coins new and comes out, they got it. MAVIA, they had it. It didn't matter how you know. And even just buying new coins sometimes has been a pretty lucrative game here. You got to be careful. You got to know what the coin is and understand what's happening. But, man, unbelievable. I want to take a look at Tencent. I want to look at this checked network. I've never heard of it. I don't know what it does. Let's take a look. Find out about a new coin every single day. And I believe this could be the checked network. Maybe we have to find it on the DEX. Is that it there, possibly? I don't know. I mean, this is pumping whatever it is. $70 million market cap. Check. See, I see this happening, something like this. And that could continue. I don't know what this is, though. I'd have to research. I could be way off. This could be the wrong coin, so just be careful, you know. I could be way off right now, and maybe I am. Trying to follow the rabbit hole here. 10 set. I know 10 set. We traded that up and down here and there. So, yeah, Chainlink, as long as it stays above the key level here, and I would only really look at it on the weekly. That weekly candle closes, I mean, boom. I put 100 grand in Chainlink. It goes below 18, I get out. Goes back above, I go back in. You know, it's simple. That's one of the safest trades I've ever seen. Chainlink, likely to 28. I like what I'm seeing here for Chainlink. All right. Low stochastics on the RSI. Looking for a big move here for Chainlink. Pendle's been hot. Might continue too, but needs a pullback. And we got any super chats coming in right now. Let's take a look at the fan funding. Shout out to all the beautiful people here. Thank you for being here. Monarch. Let's take a look at Alex O Crypto. Love and abundance. God bless. Keep up the good work. Shout out to Alex O Crypto. Nice to see you, man. Thank you for coming on into the live stream for the Canadian $10. Thank you for being here, man. James Jones for the $199. PLSX, please. Amazing. Ape. Any thoughts on Blockbuster's tech? Lots of utilities and very small market cap. We'll take a look at it in a second if we can. Shout out to Master Friend for the $27.99. I'm here. What's up, Sammy? Hope you're having a great day, brother. Blessings to you and your family. Rudy, we love you. Thank you so much for giving $4.99. That's very, very nice of you. Sammy, do you see that double cup and handle on the 4-hour for Tara? Oh, let's take a look at Tara. Thanks for all you do, Lifer. Can we check AGIX on the daily? Where does the Lifer Vision see it? In a month or two. Blessings, Sammy. Thank you for your time. Like always, shout out to Stas. God bless you. And smash the like button for the most amazing TA on the planet. Love you, brother. God bless. Shout out to Marcelo. Shout out to Stas. Shout out to Joker NYC. Shout out to Rudy 1331. Shout out to Master Friend Ape, Kyle, Alex O Crypto, and James Jones. All right. God bless everybody here, man. What a blessing it is to be here. And let's get back into these super chats. I'm excited to jump on in. First thing I do want to look is that Blockbuster Tech. Is that what it was called? I don't know, man. So yeah, it's probably so low. Maybe it's on CoinGecko. Sometimes they got something, you know, depending. Is that it there? I don't know. See, you're taking me on a rabbit hole. Yeah, that looks like a pump and dump. I'm going to move away from that. I'm moving on. All right, so yeah, I don't know. So I tried, man. I did my thing. I appreciate you, though. Thank you so much for the $20 super chat. Let's take a look at 10 set. I love Chainlink right now. Looking beautiful. And I can see a move of continuation. No one really, I never get a text because I'm always so busy. So I'm always like, cool. So funny. My sister playing chess with her little, you know, I guess her stepson, I would call him. Yeah. All right. So 27.19 is the next target for Chainlink, in my humble opinion. Boom, boom, boom. Shout out to my Mara fans that jumped into Mara. I don't know if you saw me jump into Mara, but we got in between $7 and $9. Beautiful. That $7. Some of those $7, $8 buys are up huge. $9 up. Man, I did buy in this dip too. I bought into like 23, 21, 18. And boom, we had a nice move back to the upside for Mara. And again, what's interesting is if you just play it, like that's a cup and handle, number one on the daily. Absolutely beautiful, right? Number two, you trade the boom, boom. And you came down to the golden pocket. And number three, you had swing up to swing up while you swung down, and you had hidden bullish divergence. So I play hidden bullish, 618, retracements, and low stochastics, and bang, I mean, they pay off so well. And the weekly even got low here. The weekly gave us a beautiful buy. So low stochastics. You know, I got this buddy. He's a real estate guy. He just trades here and there. He just buys things and holds them. And I'm showing him how to trade the stochastic RSI. And I'm showing all he needs to do is, and he's learning just this. And all he's going to use is one indicator. And he's going to trade the weekly. He's going to make a boatload of money. Patience, baby. Just wanted to say thank you. I'm getting my trading strategy dialed in more every day from this channel and the Discord. There's nothing about the way you explain things. There's something about the way you explain things that really makes things click together. Much love. Because I know exactly what I'm doing, and I've been doing it for a long time. That's why. I'm super confident in the way I teach because I know my teachings work. So when I explain something, I know I get high off of it because I'm getting high off of giving you information, and that's what I love to do. That's my destiny. That was my goal. I was put here on earth to teach others. I was put in here on earth to figure things out that are complicated and disciplined and teach them. And so God bless you, man. You're helping me do what I love to do, which is do what I love to do. Mara looking beautiful. And I'm getting out of my plan for Mara is somewhere in the 80s and the 90s, right? I'm going to start unloading somewhere in between $80 and $90 for Mara. When Bitcoin's at a beautiful high, Mara's going to rip. And so, yeah. Let's take a look at Riot too. The mining coins should have all pumped pretty nicely. I don't own any Riot though, so I don't know if I don't know if this is Riot Platforms. Is that them? I think it was. They were at about 14. They got a nice little pump. They're actually just getting started. Unlike look, there's a cup and handle with a first pump. Interesting. So that looks like we could do almost a double up or more. I like the low weekly there turning. Would have been nice to get in on the low daily too, though. See, wow, that was it. Bit of almost an Adam and Eve, see? Definitely a double bottom. $10. Already up almost 50%. So mining coins, mining stocks are doing damage. And honestly, Tesla looks like a bottom. I'm pretty good at calling bottoms. I believe that's highly likely a great place to get in. I looked at the weekly. I like the 2-week chart too. It's my go-to. Whenever the 2-week chart gets this low, it tells me that it's definitely start looking at to buy. Like I start dollar cost averaging into Tesla here, in my humble opinion. What I'm seeing is a possible shoulder, head, shoulder, boom, right? It could make a bigger wedge here. We don't know. Does it tank? Unlikely. Tesla's here to stay. I see a Tesla every day. There's a Tesla on my street. Someone's buying another Tesla every single second of the day. Stock may be getting pummeled a little bit with but that's good. You want that weird news out there. He didn't get his severance, all that stuff. That to me just propels a good buy. I like what I'm seeing for Tesla here on the 2-week chart. Take a look at our monthly too. Our monthly says we could get a little more, but it could bend. It could be a monthly bender. We need this higher high to hold. But look, when you really look at it, you do see you have swing up to swing up, you have swing down, you have monthly hidden bullish. Tells you should break this high. So you're just on your way to kind of consolidating. Some could say no, monthly's in a shoulder. Head, right shoulder, that's coming down, but the measured move would take you to like negative 58. So either Tesla's collapsing or this is the best buy ever. So to me, is Tesla collapsing? The bear guy that we know, he said $40-$50 for Tesla. He's still going to wait. He thinks it's a buy down there. Let's take a look at the weekly and the moving averages. So you lost the 200 SMA. It's a bearish sign. Last time we did it, though, it just became a retracement. It does mean it's usually a very undervalued area. Tesla has only been below the 200 SMA on the weekly in its lifetime. Once right there a little bit, twice right there, 3, 4 times. So in Tesla's life cycle here, since 2010, you've only seen it go below the 200 SMA 4 times. That means it's a screaming buy, in my humble opinion. I do not, waiting out for $40 or $50 is probably a sucker's game, but you never know. I'm open-minded to believe that. I don't like us below the 200 SMA. I'd like us to get back above that. But, you know, Tesla keeps calling my name. I owned Tesla years ago. I like that it retraced from 400 back. They're going to print all this money. Tesla can go on another wave right here. This will be its next wave up. So we could take this 200 all the way up to 6 and do a nice 3x on Tesla. So 50K turns into 150,000. So Tesla looks interesting to me for sure. All right. And we have a resistance that becomes support. Once you flip 225, you're likely going further to the upside. All right. My buddy sold up at 300 after holding Tesla all the way from down here and getting splits and stuff. So shout out to him for eventually unloading. It took him like 7 years. He was in Tesla for a long time. I basically got him into stock. We got into stock. We started buying and selling stocks together years. Like I started doing it like probably 5 years before him. Unbelievable, man. 24, 25 years old, sitting in an apartment talking about making millions of dollars, right? And here we are, years later, with Bitcoin, hardware wallets, life just in insane, just, I can't believe it. So yeah, I spent some time on Tesla tonight. Does that, and everybody like that? Does that piss everybody off? Are you guys crypto lifers? Are you like, no, we don't want Tesla? Or did you guys like me going over Tesla right now? Is that something interesting, a little different? Kind of a mood changer? You let me know. Bonk, please. Bitcoin, can you check, please? Sammy, do you own any wild? I do. I own a lot of wild. I own a fat bag of it, to be honest. Found your video. Oh, man, you're crazy. All right, let's take a look at this. This is how you know what an OG I am.
Chainlink. That's right, Chainlink. How could you not have Chainlink? I mean, coming in as the number 6 biggest coin in...
So in the last rally, right, Adam, I liked Adam back then at 5 beans. It would go to 45, 50 bucks. So we'd do a 10x. All right.
Now, a lot of blockchains really can't...
Man, it looks so different. I used to use this horrible app where the camera didn't even look right.
You build on top of a block...
Healthcare, real estate.
Buy it when you can on the dips.
Banned.
Have it in your portfolio.
This thing went to $20.
Right now, they can fit into this
Polkadot. Everyone knows what happened to Polkadot. They went from 5 all the way to like, what, 40 something?
It's really going to create your life.
IOST was hot. It went up, but, you know, Chainlink. XRP at 63 cents.
It is a dormant coin. It sits at the...
Funny.
Good move. I'm telling you.
This thing lackluster didn't pan out as much. It went up a little bit. It actually panned out. We made like a 10x on it, but then it just didn't do what they were going to do. That did a 10x, this YFDI, but it turned into nothing. And Zilliqua's still around. It's interesting. 2 of those coins are kind of lackluster, but funny. 3 years ago, I made this video. December 4th of 2020. It's actually 4 years ago, right? It makes it far more... No, yeah, 3 years ago. Wow. That's crazy, right? So it's funny. We're still trading some of these. Like, I'm staking. Adam's still around. It's only doubled since then. How crazy is that, right? But it just... Man, thank you for finding that, dude. That's crazy that you found that. I don't know how you did it. You're the man, dude. But God bless you, brother. So, yeah, we've been making content for so long, you know, and look out for more stuff like this. I'm going to make more and more videos like this stuff. This is back when I did all my own editing. I made all my own videos. It was, you know, pretty crazy, man. That was back in the day, bro. But you can see, man, I was picking winners way back then. There was another one, though, top 5, where there's one where I talk about Chainlink at $1.78. If you can find one I'm showing Chainlink at $1.78, like, that's like the greatest video ever. I mean, that thing is like, you're up like 18x or, you know, 15x right now or something like that. Can we invest in Blockbuster Soul? Is it worth it? I didn't hear you about it. No, I have no idea, man. I would stay away from that thing. I wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole. All right. But you do whatever makes you happy. All right. Big one's at 47,750. I like it. I like it a lot. Could we get the pump? I told you everything I could tell you about Bitcoin. You're watching the 15-minute flag. All right. And there's really nothing else I can say. We hit that target liquidity. That was a beautiful chart. Played out beautifully. The gap of the VRVP broke through resistance, and we were gone, baby, gone. Let's take a look at BTC one more time on Binance. I get itchy bid over here. Sammy itchy bid. Did you guys get Pocket swing up? Did Pocket really go up that much? No way. It's funny, I looked at it earlier today. It didn't go up that much. Let me see. Getting a little bit of a green move here. Getting a curve on that 1 hour time frame. Hey, it's all up to the 15-minute. Can it do the damage? Starting to show signs of a pump. Sammy Cup and Andy, can we get it? If we break this high, we go to 50K. If we don't, we go back down to 45. That's just what's going to happen. All right? It's all about this flag on the 15-minute on a low liquidity Saturday night. So I don't know what to tell you. Where are we when I wake up tomorrow morning? Probably get rejected here, or we're making some type of flag still. And we're going sideways, and we're in here. Let's see, I'll be back 9. I'll be back tomorrow, usually about 8 a.m. Early bird style on the week on Saturday. On Sunday mornings, it's the earliest because I got a piano, man. So 9 p.m. I come back at 8 p.m. 11 hours from now. So yeah, that's where we'll be. I believe we come up, trickle down, and we're right in this box when I show up tomorrow morning. We'll see what happens. That's a little fun game I play. I'll put a green box or yellow box, whatever you guys say it was. I'm colorblind, but yeah. Let's take a look at the rest of the super chats that people are shooting, firing off at us. We appreciate that, and it means the world that you would care just to be a part of the show and send in a super chat. It's really, really awesome. I got so many windows open, it's insane. All right. Shout out to everybody here. If you want to jump on in and trade where we trade, see where I made all those awesome gains, how I got into BEAMX early. I got all these coins before everyone else did. I got them on MEXC. MEXC is the place to be. You can get in right now with this link. Register to MEXC today, and I'm telling you right now, it'd be unbelievable. 0 fees. No special thing. You know, everyone's like, the first 100 people get it. Not even. It's just the best fees in the game. All right? Pay 0 fees to trade spot. Like 0. I've never seen or heard of it. It's absolutely amazing. So, coming your way. Let's take a look at AGIX. I like this coin. I put a lot of money into it at the beginning. It did not pan out so far. Maybe it will. It did break the 200 SMA on the 4-hour time frame. That's a very bullish sign for me. It's a bit of a cup and handle for AGIX. It's been lagging, though, behind the rest of the market for whatever reason, which kind of stinks. As I picked it with the, had I put all that money into NAKA instead of AGIX, would have made 200 grand. But whatever, it is what it is. It's okay. I get it. You don't get to win every one, Sammy, all the way to the upside. I plan. See, we're all the same, right? I plan on winning big every time. When I don't win big, it's like, why didn't I win big? We got to believe we're going to win big every time to win big most of the time or some of the time, right? So beautiful cup and handle here for AGIX. And again, we're just getting started. This thing does have huge potential. I could definitely see it 10 to 20xing in the bull rally. And it had its all-time high up here in 60s. I believe it can get up there and go past it. So there's a double coming for it and more. Next move is to about 46.90 in my humble opinion. You look at that 2-day chart, and if the 2-day chart gives you some legs, it's a little high in the 2-day and didn't get a lot of movement. To me, that's not the best sign. I may bail on this coin and get something better. I really might. I might really bail on my AGX bag. I'm thinking about it. I'm really thinking about it. 46.894. Yeah, it hasn't paid off. It's taken too long, And yeah, we bought at the lows, and we probably, we made some gains there, but we were getting into when it first started at 4 cents. Unbelievable. I bailed at the top of the last AGIX pump. Yeah, I might do the same. I really might do the same. Sammy, was that blue and I don't know what he's saying. Was that crypt in blue back in the day, that OG status? I don't know. Shout out to ABT Art Block, please. And let's take a look at the Pocket Network. Someone said it went up 240%. I love the Pocket Network. One of my favorite projects, personally. Boom. You said 240% pump. I mean, yeah, from November, right? But what I'm looking at are the major, bigger time frames. The daily, the 12-hour, all above the 200 SMA. It's in a beautiful up. That's an uptrend. Breaking out. I like what I'm seeing here for the Pocket Network. It's getting a buzz too now. You got Kyle talking about it a lot. When the 12-hour comes back down, this may be my next bigger buy here. I'm definitely going to add, I personally want to add the Pocket Network to my roster. Going to add the Pocket Network. Can we go over Optimum, please? Shout out to Dopamine Wave Pool. I like the Pocket Network, baby. I'll say it again. And again, I'm not paid to say that. I don't know the team. I personally picked it myself. I like it. I did it with Cake. I did it all the time. That's what I do. I personally pick projects. I've been doing it. That's what I'm known for. I'm not known for shilling things that people... No one comes to me and asks me if I'll shill their project because I turn them all down. Bybit just paid for literally about 2 to 3 weeks ago. I get a one-on-one. $300 an hour for a one-on-one. I say hi to the guy. He's like, hey, what's up? He starts saying, oh, yeah, I got in. I started working for different companies. He's like, you ever heard Bybit? I worked for the Bybit for a while. I'm like, oh, yeah. He goes... And he's like, you want to learn about trading? How can I help you? And he goes, actually, this isn't really about trading. He's like, I just signed up to try to make you work for, do you want to affiliate with Bybit? And I was like, he's like, we know you're big. We see you moving. We want everybody on the Bybit team. And I was like, you paid $300 just to sit here and see if I could get in. You could get me on Bybit. I was so flattered. It was ridiculous. Like I realized my life had changed. I was like, my life is different than it used to be. I was like, something's different here. I was like, people paying $300 just to try to get me to affiliate with them, I mean, I can get, I'll if everyone wants to be on Bybit, I'll open up a Bybit link if you want to use one. It's funny, I was the one guy that used to go, oh, the Bybit shills, remember? So it's just crazy for me to I was anti-leverage. I thought leverage was the devil. I didn't trade it at all. I thought it just wrecked people. All I heard was horrible stories. I trade it responsibly now, and I have a great time. And but you got to do it properly. And it can suck you in if you don't do the right thing. You got to do the right thing. All right. Yeah, Tower had a nice pump. You said the cup and handle in the 4-hour. I see what you're saying. Yeah, it's like a cup with a handle, and then there's a cup with a handle too. 4-hour looks like it's about to blast to the upside, actually. Bigger time frame may pull back, but the 4-hour looks good right now, right? The market is showing signs of a possible eruption. Bitcoin goes to 50K, gets above that high, solidifies the break, and there's no double top. So right now everyone's like, oh, it could double top. So they're in fear, which is good for us because that means we can buy up the altcoins before they do. All right. Shout out to Master Friend, GF Burke, Stack Change in the house, Money Talks. You know what walks. Which coins you prefer for a bull run to buy from now, 2021? That's something you would have to come back and check out, man. Then the ninja showed up, right? Bitcoin Nest, tag it, please. Next, tag it, please. You're funny. Shout out to Ajin Debahuva. Which coins you prefer for the bull run? Stop asking me that. You do it again, you're getting on my nerves. Both of you, I'm dead in you. I'm dead in this guy for doing this 3 times. I'm dead in him. Put user on timeout for 24 hours. Don't ask the same thing more than once or twice. It literally is spamming. You're spamming. You're wasting our intellect and time, our mental space to look at text we don't need to see. We don't want it. Don't make us look at things we don't want to see over here. Don't do it over here. Don't do it. Don't you do that. All right? Smarten up, kid over here. Smarten up. Didn't your parents ever teach you how to... Didn't your dad give you any class, huh? Did your mother teach you any class? Mike, over here. What's wrong with this guy over here, huh? The guy's got no class, huh? He's like school on a Saturday. He's got no class. Hey. Shout out to everybody here. Shout out to the gold CIA. Ooh, that's creepy. Now we rolling. Shout out to Crypto Billy in the house over here. I finally broke out. It took me all night. I was tight at the beginning, but now I'm ready to rock over here. My cousin Vinny. I love that movie, man. Now, how was the Cadillac if it came over here at 2 meters to the second, flipped over in 2 feet of dust? You tell me how an Eldorado 1964 Cadillac is... It's so funny, man. I trade gold mostly. I traded gold for years, man. But, you know, it got old, man. Let's take a look at Monarch, that new coin. It's an ER, and now we got ERC 404s, right? You know that, right? You got EOC 404s. And you can search this. We have major updates. Stay tuned. Pandora, Banana, Crystal, first ERC 24 on Arbitrum. This will holy moly into the heavens. Wow. Bananas. Banana. Be careful, everybody. I think this is kind of the next kind of scammy wave of coins. But it is, you know, it's the next thing you want to talk about. You want to know what ERC 404s are. Look, mono hands, I'm still trading Bitcoin halving ETF with frames, the new ERC 24. An experimental token standard bridging fungible tokens and NFTs for liquidity and fractionalization. Dive into the future or tread cautiously. ERC 404's dynamics, merging ERC 20s and NFTs. ERC 404 is a versatile hybrid. I don't understand, like either it's an NFT or it's an ERC 20. Pandora, the first ERC 404. Defrogs, the first ERC PFP. Can ERC pull and ordinals run as a first mover? It's possible. So Pandora is the one that you keep seeing around. How do you buy an ERC 404? You know, how do you, these are the questions that go through my mind. And I start asking. Wow, man, MAVIA was big. So Pandora, there we go. We've been blown away by the innovation and adaptation so far. It's been 7 days since the launch of Pandora. Oh yeah, liquidity has been locked away by the new DEX tools position. Wow. Pandora on GitHub. Latest version of ERC 20 optimization now public released under our open source MIT license. All right, somewhat open there. See the deck screener, they got Pandora going. Yeah, if it's ERC 404, you buy it for Ethereum then? Is that what it is? Wow, so there it is, right? Out of control. 3 days. Yeah, it's been 7 days, and the thing is just booming. Honestly, it's flagging. It looks to me like it is retraced to the good golden pocket. We'll see here. Yeah, I mean, it bounced right off the 618.65, came up again. It broke this previous resistance, and it has legs. Right? It tells me that that leg up could continue. Wow, it's 53,000. Anyway, I don't know if this is the right one too, but boom. What do you think of VeChain? You know, if you want to add a badge to it or mutate it, right? If we get the likes up to the watchers, I'll put some Randy in the Discord. Press M to win. You're funny, man. Pulse X, DMY, Arc Block, and Optimum. I thought we had more than that. I thought there was a few other ones that I left back. Pulse Chain, DMX, Arc Block, and Optimism. And then we got a deep dive Monarch, which is another ERC 20, ERC 404, right? I don't think this. If it were to be, it would have to be on on Ethereum, right? So this is Monarch. This is the correct, you know, and you'd have to research this stuff yourself. You can get the contract addresses here, right on, you know, it all comes through here. You could even see it right up there. That's the contract address. See it? Anyway, but, you know, don't hold me to any of this. I'm not buying it. You know, just, I'm showing you some, I just like to be on the cutting edge of what's hot. Even so I can just say, hey, yeah, I knew about that. I don't buy everything, but I want to know about everything. I'm the crypto lifer, man. I got to know about it, right? If it's new and it's hot, I got to know. ERC 404, people are going to learn about it like a month from now. It's going to be old to us. You know, we're like, dude. And they finally closed the SWELL staking. It's done, right? You can't restake anymore. It's a wrap. Shout out to anyone that jumped into SWELL and did that. It's awesome. And we'll see what happens with those stakes. All right. Transaction fee $7. Ha ha. Yeah, right. In your dreams, Ethereum. Try $27. And Bitcoin's just kind of going sideways here, still bubbling down. And it could easily get rejected and fall lower. I don't like how that's curving. We're kind of, you know, we want these moving averages to get tight. You could see this starting to do this, though. So we're making this kind of rising wedge, and then the rising wedge would break out parabolically. And we'd be buying the bottom of the wedge now. Very aggressive entry for a bigger move to 51,000. Probably take us all the way to 51,570. All right. And that's on the radar now, too. And you can see the parabolic move for Bitcoin that could likely play out here. Starting the parabola. We're heading into a halving, everybody. It's getting very, very close. 61 days. Let me just refresh, make sure that's the right one. How did I go to 68 days? Oh, it's changing a lot. It's going back and forth. Now it's 68 days, April 19th. Very close to my birthday, though. It's pretty close. I love that it's like a near my birthday. That's just fun. You know, Bitcoin halving around my birthday. And wow. I can remember 2016. I didn't even know the halving happened. And I get into crypto. Don't even know what's going on. Blast it off. Shout out to Alex O Crypto. Blast what off? What do we blast it off? Boo. Parabolico. Yep. No one person wants to get it. Wants to get in the Discord. We didn't know what you meant, man. No, but I didn't know what you meant either. I didn't know. Yeah. It's funny. Remember when remember Billy, when I went hard on Adam and I said I'm going all in? And then you were like, after you, I had to go all in on Adam. Well, we just did some damage on Adam today. So shout out to anyone that jumped into Adam when we did. Nice move up to 1023. And there's my baby Adam, man. We were just talking about Adam. You can see I bought Adam back then. I've been holding it for that long. I've been holding Adam for over 3 years. Seriously. No lie. Like, I'll be honest, the highs that the altcoins hit in the last run, to me, I don't know. I felt like they weren't the highs. I felt like there could be more gains out of them. I really did. Certain coins nailed it, but look, the daily pump up to the 200 SMA. It's going to make that gap. So Adam's way behind all the little altcoins that we've been playing. All the little altcoins have done. Remember the pump up to the 200 SMA? We were doing this like months ago. That's the order. Look at the and it's got the Adam and Eve. There's your bigger Adam and Eve. You take away the moving averages, you can really start to see this idea. Beautiful double bottom at 580. That was the bottom. Adam has doubled. I see Adam going all the way up to 17. That's my next stop for Adam. The daily, the 4-day. Look at the 4-day. Just getting started. Adam is lagging behind a lot of other coins. KEPLR is starting to get big. People are hearing about it. People want to know about it. They want to know what's happening. You know? And so you get your KEPLR. And I mean, you gotta love it. You gotta love it. You gotta love your KEPLR wallet here. It's just amazing. Okay. I see it going to 40. Crypto Billy, I love you, man. Dude, it has been huge. Big gains. Dude, I love it. I love it. And this stake is now starting to do damage with TIA up, Injective up, Atom up, everything doing damage and just continuing to make the claim and continue to compound these gains. Right? You just keep claiming and staking. Claiming and staking. Claim all, baby. And you can claim and stake all, which I love. And it's one button. MetaMask, I used to have to go to MetaMask, click, like sign, do it all over and over again. How did it enable approvaless transactions for claim and stake? See? Right? Dude. I'm telling you right now, it's going to finish them all. And you can click on this and be like, how do they do that? All right. KEPLR and Dashboard offer their users the convenience of claiming and staking rewards across all chains with a single click. They have streamlined the process of reward withdrawal and delegation by auto-approving the transactions. This enhancement significantly improves the front-run experience. Sparring uses the inconvenience of repeatedly approving transactions when claiming and staking rewards on multiple chains. Please note that the approvaless transaction feature has been specifically integrated in the claim and stake all, and there's no other features that require bypassing your approval in this manner. Dude, I'm just telling you right now, I, as a staker and a DeFi guy, clicking over there, doing it, clicking over there, doing it, like, come on, man. That claim and stake all button right there that I just did, unbelievable. Seriously, for a guy like me, I love that. It's a big deal for me. And so we just keep claiming and stake it all. And my money is now making money, man. And if you go to the stake, you can see what's happening. Making 14% on my Celestia stake, right? With a 5% commission, all right? So I'm making 11%, 9%. This one is a 0-cent commission, though, on my Atom. And I'm making 13.75%. You know, if you pick the right validator, and this one's making a 5% commission, but you got 16%, making 11% on my Injective. And if Injective 10X's, you made 100% on that stake. You get it? Like, it can be a serious amount addition to the winnings in the bull run. People don't realize how serious, how awesome it is, and how amazing the KEPLR wallet really is. So, I mean, I've been doing this now for what? A week and a half, 2 weeks? I'm absolutely loving it. And look, you can do ST Atom. You can and they show you Atom. You can have Atom on different places in the same wallet. It's amazing. It's absolutely awesome. I'm doing Injective on Cosmos right now, but I also had Injective here, right? So, but man, yeah, just a beautiful thing, a beautiful day to be alive. Really excited for the stakes and what's happening. And why do I have 6 TIA in there? I should say, oh yeah, I kept TIA because I was like, well, what if, you know, and I'll show you how easy it is to stake. I'm going to stake some of that TIA right now, right? So I'm going to go to stake, select chain, Celestia. I don't want to pay a lot of commission, so I look for the lower commissions, right? 5%. I also want to make sure it's been up and running a long time. You don't go to these big ones too, you know. This guy looks good to me. The voting power you get is 4.7%. I'm not that worried about the voting power. All right. I just always feel like I need to leave some on the sidelines, you know, in case I need to pay for fees. But I can always send some TIA in there, right? And that's the POPS team. I don't know who that is, the POPS team, right? See, they want me to improve, but I just continue staking, all right? And I'll send 5 in there. I just saw I had it sitting in the wallet. Look, it cost 7 cents to stake it, $100 worth of TIA. You can't beat that, all right? So just wanted to let guys like show you. And again, I'm not telling you to do this. Nobody has to do what I'm doing. I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice, all right? Not at all. Don't do what you see people do on YouTube if you don't know what you're doing. But this is my life. This is my life. Like everyone gets to show their life. Surfers get to show their life. This is my life. I'm a YouTuber, and I play with crypto all day long. You know what I mean? So, just 32 likes to help your life or community to reach 500 likes. Thank you. Shout out to Love Learning. Love you, Love Learning. Hope everything's going well with you and yours. I gotta connect with you, man. It's been, man. I shouldn't say man, but I gotta connect with you, Love Learning. I miss you. Been too long. We gotta have a chat soon. Make sure you're doing all right. I haven't heard your voice in too long. So. Blessings on blessings. My favorite friend. Things just been going so well. I can't. My parents died, and things went well. I guess I don't know. Such a weird, like I'm in like a Twilight Zone kind of thing, you know. Like, oh, my mom and dad died, but I guess it's okay. It's so weird. I don't know. Yeah, Kujira now, which is hot. And that's like your next kind of, you know, look, it can't, the buy zone was me there. It went right into the buy zone, then it pumped up again. It's coming back down close to that zone again. We first talked about this, remember, on Token Metrics, probably in a weekly screen share. Kujira. And this is another one of those, well, it's on the Cosmos, right? See, 845. Bang, badang, right? Quit talking about steaks, making me hungry. Me too, man. I'm on a 3-day water fast too, bro. I haven't eaten any food since Wednesday night. This is crazy. My neighbors were staring at me like, I told people it's been 3 days. I told myself I was going to go 3 days. It went by so fast. I'm drinking sparkling water just to kind of like help, I guess they say. Your parents are blessings from the heavens, brother. God bless you and your family, Sam. Thank you, man. I feel amazing. My energy is at its apogee. I just feel really good. Yeah, like you get this extra sense of energy because you start running on ketones. I put a whole video in the trading group explaining what happens to you on a 3-day water fast. Dude, you got to do it right now, man. It's not even, for me, it's not optional. It's something that everybody has to do for their health. You got to do a 3-day water fast once every 6 months, I believe. But do whatever makes you happy. I don't want to be putting out, because I don't know your situation. I don't know what pills you take. I don't know what you're doing. I'm not a doctor. But I personally believe that everyone should be doing a 3-day water fast once every 6 months to reset their gut health, reset your mind. Dude, watch the video I put in the trading group. If you watch the video and it doesn't convince you, look at all the things that are happening to me right now. My brain is changing. My mitochondria, I'm getting rid of dead cells. I could be reversing any type of chronic disease that could be happening to my body. I'm telling you right now, and then dry fasting without even drinking water is the best possible thing you could be doing for yourself. I'm telling you right now. Much love, my purebred friend. Shout out to Alex O, man. Thank you. Appreciate you, brother. I'll check out your channel a little more often. I saw one of your videos. I watched you for about 10 minutes the other day. I see you've Canada, right? Because it seemed like you got a Canadian accent. It starves the cancer. Yep, all that. And no sugar, too. I imagine it would starve cancer. They feed off the sugar, yeah. Bitcoin's sitting flat. It's going to be flat most of the night. And as I showed you, my projection for tomorrow morning is a flat BTC. Nothing crazy. I don't think I could handle a fast work in construction. You could, believe me. I used to work out hardcore during my fast. Sweating, picking up heavy weights at the gym. You'll get energy from the ketones, man. See, you've been brainwashed to think that you're going to get all your energy from food every time. It's just not. We went and looked for food. There was days we couldn't find food. They even said, did you think the hunter ate before everybody? No, he went out and hunted all day and he ate at night after he gave everybody the food. We are known to have energy while you don't have to have food to have energy. It's a myth. I'm not saying in general, have a nutritious diet. Don't go out there not eating for days. But, you can go without for a piece of time, right? What are ketones? Ketones are like energetic forms of I don't know. There might be a slight form of mitochondria inside of your body that gets released when you lack glucose. You basically your liver will start making energy outside of your own body's molecular structure, and you'll make ketones, and you'll be able to burn those ketones as energy. When you basically sit in a state of look at me. I haven't eaten food for 3 days. You guys think I'm lying? I am. I swear, strike me dead right now if I've eaten food since Wednesday night. May the Lord strike me dead right now. I would never lie to you guys. And look, do I look like someone who has no energy? Do I look like lackluster? I actually think I look better. I feel more energetic and I feel more aware. Food brings you down, man. Food makes you tired. When an animal gets hurt in the wild, you know what it does? It doesn't eat any food. It eats no food. Look at you're not when you're sick, you're not supposed to be eating tons of food. You're taller now. I know, right? Your body on ketones is like burning a fire with logs instead of kindling. Exactly. Very similar. When an animal gets hurt in the wild, they do not eat. Because they know they heal faster by not eating. Isn't that crazy? Why do animals stop eating when they're sick? See? Physical injuries. When they get a physical injury, they won't eat. To heal fast. You know, not just because they're sick and they can't eat. I know that's also the case sometimes, but that's not what I'm saying. What is a puffer? So funny. Bull Run 2024 trending. Love it. VRA trending there. Veracity. All right. And I saved a bunch of money. Look at all the food I did not have to eat today in the last 3 days. I can't wait to eat tomorrow morning. Like, I'm excited to get back to eating. It was boring. Like, I want to take my family to dinner. I want to have some fun, you know? What up, Lifer? Just wanted to show up and show some support. Shout out to Flip Those Cryptos. God bless you for being here, man. Let's take a look at Pulse Chain. And remember, we had that huge pump when that guy injected those billions. Then we had this flag. It looked very similar to a 618. Look at that. That's the golden pocket. I can't tell you how much things just bounce off the golden pocket. It's insane. And if you get a supportive resistance, and then look, if I added our RSI, I'm almost positive you'll get a hidden bullish. Pretty much, look, yeah. That swung down violently while that swung up nicely. Hidden bullish divergence. So my go-to, hidden bullish, 618, boom, you bounce. Now look, let's look at everything else. So Pulse Chain looks like it's about to make a big move. So shout out to anyone that did get into Pulse Chain. How do I get my Pulse Chain? I had it up the other day. I had it up. I had the Pulse Chain up on my MetaMask wallet like a long time ago. I do have Pulse Chain. I testnet V3. Then there, testnet V4. There's my Pulse Chain right there. You see it? That's how you know I'm a Pulse guy. I do it all, man. I'm in every thinking ecosystem, man. I got my hands in Casper. I got some Solana. I got some Bonk. I traded Bonk. I traded Pepe. I traded all. I don't mind. I'm not that guy who's like, that's a small meme coin. I can only trade the big caps, man. I only trade Lincoln. Things of a $50 billion market cap and more, man. I mean, what's the point, man? You know, there's opportunity all over the market. But dude, I got my Pulse Chain. Isn't that cool? There's my TPLS. What are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? Look, so Pulse Chain's about to blast. I sacrificed like 3 years ago. I've been waiting so long for Pulse Chain to get hot. But dude, this looks beautiful. I'm calling a move for Pulse Chain. 92% gains coming out of Pulse Chain. Hey, what do I know? My calls are garbage. Oh, most of the time when I say something's in a pump, it usually goes all the way to down to zero. You know what I mean? So don't take anything I say at all, right? This thing's probably going to zero. What do I know? I only do this every single day, and I study every coin for 10 hours a day. It's probably nothing. Probably nothing. I would actually leave the channel right now, throw this away, and just forget about that, whatever I just said. All right? Complete nonsense. You know, and people DM me about the fast and told me keep doing what you're doing. God bless everyone that's super nice to me. You guys don't know. You guys really create a support system of mental health for me in my life. Having a community of people that love you, cherish you, and tell you how much they care about you. That's worth more than anything else I think that's what God really wanted for me too. He said, hey, Sammy, I'm going to give you a community of love and light and happiness. And you're going to build love and light. And you're going to say love every single day. And love is the strongest frequency. And with love, baby, we can't be denied, baby, when you live in love. You can do anything you put your mind to. Like, I'm not faking this smile. I'm feeling the smile. I'm loving my life. I'm happy to be here with each and every one of you on this beautiful Saturday night. My account's up huge today. I got into Bitcoin early in my life. It's doing damage. Like, what the heck am I supposed to be upset about? My wife's pregnant with my 3rd daughter. Shout out to my beautiful wife. She's been so nice, and she's been going through pregnancy, and she's been so good about it. It's not easy at all, pregnancy, I'm sure. I don't even know, but we all know it's not easy. Imagine someone growing inside of you. Pretty insane to grow a person inside of your body, right? I mean, it just... Shout out to all the women out there. Any single women in the chat? Any single women in the chat? I mean, not single, single mothers. Sorry, I'm single women. So I'm out of my mind. Any single women in the chat? Any single... So, yo, that was so messed up. Any single mothers in the chat? No, because today I was like, I really want to like make sure if there's any single mother struggling, I want to be there. You know what I mean? I think you need to eat. It's so funny, man. My son and bride pregnant with twin Sammy. Dude, they got the twins, dude. Congratulations. Unbelievable, man. Twins coming for the Smothers family. Unbelievable. But Pulse chain looks beautiful. And I see a move coming for Pulse. To the upside, baby. To the upside. It had all that time to come back down. It did not. And now it's getting more hype. Richard Hart's out there. Pulse chain's looking interesting to me. But you do use over there. And we got massive gains in the trading group. Pretty insane. NOIA for gains of 49%. We got Nosana. Nosana's just the one that never stops. Like, seriously, up 113% in about less than a month. BitTensor, we called that being back to the 618 Fibonacci level. You can see that was the exact level. And then we would fly up 186%. That was like textbook, right? Tau, baby, Tau. We were getting to Tau at $60. I put it out. I bought it on the live stream in front of everyone. Spirax banging on them for 127. So you can just see, man. And again, these are just hidden bullish, 618 falling wedges. I taught this to my students. These are the elite that became elite. They took exactly what I said and they became great. And now they help me run the group. And it's unreal. Like, unbelievable. You can't beat it. Even Zeta Chain and Vision. And the list just... And then my Bitcoin calls that just were out of control. And this Casper flag that ended up playing up to the upside. And we got into Casper early, too. Even on that one was like... I don't know. Anyway, so the list goes on and on. I don't want to brag. I don't mean to be rude. But I do want to show you that, you know, by working 7 days a week and not taking a day off, just like the work I did today is going to pay off for tomorrow. And the work I do tomorrow is going to pay off for the next day. And then we're going to come on Monday. And then we're going to go through Friday. And we're just going to continue to be the most consistent people you've ever met in your life. You've never met a more consistent group of people. But the Lifer Studio. Welcome to Lifer Studio. GF Burke is part of the Lifer Studio. Crypto Billy, I consider part of the Lifer Studio. And, man, we're going to do big things. We're not stopping with just this show. There's going to be more shows. We're going to expand. I have dreams of doing something so big. This is just the beginning. This is like 0.001, baby. 0.01, man. You guys haven't seen anything yet. I'm excited. And I just know God's going to bless me and more love, more beautifulness is going to come. And we're going to enjoy more awesomeness. And I'm excited. This is going to 1054, very likely. Look at the bullish divergence called by the indicator, too, that I use. Bang. Anyway, shout out to anyone that did jump into Adam with me. Beautiful move there at $898. Bit of a double bottom Adam and Eve there. That's an Adam and Eve right there. Bang. And it goes to there. That would be the target of the Adam and Eve. Length of the base to the moon. I mean, it's just insane. Plays out so awesome. God is great, baby. God is great. Amen. Amen to that, Crypto Billy. You know what I did today? I spent all day cleaning my Cadillac. Like, today was like 56, 57 degrees, and I didn't know it was going to be like that. Beautiful day. Absolutely beautiful day, right? And I went outside, and the kids were outside, and my Cadillac, you know, while I was cleaning the car, I could really watch the kids. So it was like, you know, it was something for me to do instead of just sit and stare at the kids, you know? Make sure they were doing their thing, you know? I showed my daughter how to shoot a BB gun, and then the neighborhood kid came, and he shot it with us, and his dad wasn't too happy about that. Sorry. I'll have to apologize maybe tomorrow. So, yeah. He went home and apparently got pretty yelled at for letting the neighbor let him shoot a BB gun. Sorry. He's 13. My daughter was 9. I gave them all eyewear. They had eye protection. We did it responsibly. But I guess, you know, they weren't happy about that, you know. Hey, what are you going to do? Yeah, you know, you did what? I love bull markets. They're so much more fun. The Dow. Yo, after hours. Oh man, so Dimension looks like it's going to 10. That's a beautiful bull pennant if I've ever seen one. Like it's just like that's just really nice price action. And it's a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder. It could easily dump, guaranteed. But this thing just looks like it's on the way. It's a hot protocol. It can kind of gain steam a lot like TAA. It's running. It's amazing. It's also on the KEPLR wallet, right? It's their new addition. You can stake it for gains. So people buy in, they stake, they want more. They buy in, they stake, they want more. This thing looks like it's just getting started. If this doesn't break out, so be it. You know, there's no guarantees. That's a 5-to-1 risk reward ratio. Risk 10 grand to make, right? So I've risked 10 grand to make 50 grand. That ain't bad, right? So if I put 100 grand in here and I lose, or what's 6%, right? Yeah. So that would be six. If I put 100 grand, you lose 6,000 or you make 37,000. I mean, that's a pretty good trade-off, right? You either make 37 grand or you lose 6 grand. I mean, this is the type of trades I'm gonna start taking. Put 100 grand. Put 100 grand in there. No, I'm not gonna put 100 grand in there, but I may put 10 grand in there, you know, and I'll risk what, like $600 for $3,700, right? And there you go. I got a real nice airdrop of DYM. How much was it worth for you? And how did you get it? Explain how you got it and how much it was worth. Was it worth? Bug airdrop coming for the people. Staking like 3 more airdrops. We're staking DYM. Interesting. So that's why it's going to be hot. All right. That's why it's going to be hot. So I might have to put my money where my mouth is. And again, if I lose $600, I lose $600. I might be down $600. All right. 15-minute doesn't look amazing, but I like this tightness in the moving averages. And if Bitcoin can go somewhat sideways, we're in there like swimwear. So I'm going to empty out the bank account on DYM. All right. And there you have it. And I'm in there like swimwear. And I market bought too for free. They give me a great price when I market buy. I never worry about it. 766. And look, I bought more Zeta. Sold my orange coin, man. But it is what it is. I made gains. So this 6 grand is 4 grand in profit. That's, you know, the 2 grand that I put. Now I flip that into DYM. We'll see where that goes. So I just put 8,600 into DYM. You do whatever makes you happy. And I'm probably going to go stake it too on my KEPLR wallet, right? I think I can, right? Let me go see if I can. I believe I can. And then you said you get an airdrop for staking too? Hold on. There it is right there. Wow, it's 29%. See? But it's going to crash soon too, though, right? So the people that got in early are going to sell on you too. Wow. But that's 29%. But do you have to hold it for a long period of time? So this is why it's pumping so hard, because people are making 10. But the commission is 10. You have to remember that. So it's not 29, it's 19. I just want people to understand this. They see 29, no one tells them about the commission. Nobody says there's a 5% commission though. I like the PLSOP team right there for 5%. I don't care about the voting power. I really don't. I'm just trying to get my gains. I'm sorry. I should. But dude, I mean, I might as well go stake this right now. Right? I could show you how it's done. I just don't want to be locked in for days. I really want to make that swing trade to 10. You know? I may not stake it, but it's a 20-day unstaking, I think. Interesting. Always 21 days. Say it again, I'm bullish on Zeta. I'm very bullish on Zeta Chain. Yeah. Say it again, I'll remove it off the list. He's so funny, man. Anyway, but you just, I think I'm going to swing trade it. I'm not going to go for the stake and reward there. I'm going to swing trade this one. I'm going to go for the hype of everybody else's hype and just make my gains. I'll tell you, a lot of times, if I just played my trader way, I'm a good trader. I'm a swing trader. I like to trade. You know, I can find my way around a trade, around an altcoin session. And I'll tell you what, staking is fun and all. But, you know, I'm pretty good at doing what I do when it comes to just swing trading too as well. And sometimes I balance it off where I almost would have broken even if I just left the stake there or swung trade, which is good because I did less work to make the stake. Bitcoin 47,750. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Can we breach? Can we get to that 800? Can we get, a bit of a short squeeze maybe coming here. If Asia's waking up a little bit, we might be getting that, you know, a little bit, just a little bit there. Every time I'm live, we get a short squeeze. Can you do it for me, people? Look at the 77s too. I love it. Ooh, it's starting to show signs. We're starting to get some bubble up. Interesting. And then the intense music comes on right when we get in the squeeze. Look at that. It's getting crazy. The one thing about the fast is I've had a lot of bubbles. I mean, but I'm drinking a lot of bubbly water. Here's some regular water. Pretty flat. I'm not too excited, but you never know. We could get the squeeze, baby. Oops, 780. First time. I haven't seen that in a few hours. We haven't been that high in a long time. Not a long time, but you know what I mean. For a little scalp trade. Oof. Anyway, so you can see that I got my hands in a lot of pots. I'm staking ChatGPT too as well. You know? So we'll see where this goes. Already up 3 cents. Let's see what happens. But this thing is, people are going to find out they can make 19%. That's going to be pretty tempting. Now, I wish I was down here waiting to sell off my stake then, and then putting back what I was. See here, you get in, it pumps up here, you sell the top, right? You put in, you know, this is what you go in, this is my idea. You go in at 5, it goes to 8, right? You sell. You take your profits and you go and stake them. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. To me, that's like, dude, we are getting a bit of a squeeze here. It looks like we may be getting to 800. 800 now. And the intensity is beefing up a little bit here for Bitcoin. Just a tinsy bit here. Nothing too crazy to write home about. Just a tinsy bit. Just a tinsy. But this has been an amazing 2 hours. You know, when you study something so much like I do, crypto every single day of your life, and you love it and you're passionate about it, you're going to find gains. You're going to find opportunity. You're going to find a way to get it in. I just really appreciate each and every one of you come through on Saturdays. Look, there's the violent short squeeze. There it is. There it is. Yes. Yes. Go. Go. Woo, woo, woo. Raise the roof. But there it is. Just that's if that's all we get tonight, so be it. Nice little squeeze. Nice little squeeze to the upside for Bitcoin. And I told you I was long like Donkey Kong, boy. Don't tell me. I treat a little ish coin like 7-Up. Never have, never will. Straight up. And look at that. Now we're breaking out the flag to the upside. That's a clean breakout on the 15. Sammy Cup and Handy. Can we get at least to 48,200? Back to that resistance. Nice little short squeeze happening for Bitcoin right now. The shorts are getting squeezed. I repeat. The shorts are getting squeezed. I repeat. The shorts are getting squeezed. It is a short squeeze. It is a short squeeze. The shorts are getting squeezed. Oh, man, I love this. I called it again. Again, not an amazing long, but I went long right here in front of everyone in the trading group. Said I'm long. Opened it up as I cleaned the garage and was cleaning my Cadillac. Dude, I cleaned that thing today. Like, I rubbed it and scrubbed it and made love to it. I bought leather cleaner. I cleaned the leather. I bought leather protectant. I protected the leather. I got plastic cleaner. Went over all the plastic parts. I then got plastic protectant and went over all the plastic that protects it from the UV rays and cracking and, you know, I want to get the rubber protected now and go over all the rubber parts in between the, you know, when you open up the door and there's a little rubber thing there, you can protect those stuff. You can put protected on those things, and so they last way longer. Dude, I then scrubbed the whole car. I scrubbed the wheels with tire shine. Man, look at the short squeeze, baby, to the upside. I told you, baby. I told you it was coming. Let's go. My kids are going to wake up. My wife's going to yell at me. But you know what? This is how daddy makes money. And they got to live with it. Woo! Screw Jason Casper. We're going to... No, I don't know. No, you know, not screw, but you know what I mean? Like, he's going to jog. We're gonna run on the stream. Send us to Jason Casper right now. Let him know we doing sprints. We sprinting on the stream now. I'll sprint the whole time. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, I pulled the hammy. Oh. Nah, I'm just joking, but my hammy still hurts. Still hurts. Still hurts. See, I haven't eaten in 3 days. You guys, I got more energy than ever. I'm telling you. You get this burst of extra energy. The ketones, baby, the ketones. And if you can work out while you fast, it does a double duty. It does a double duty. Send this to Jason Gasper. Oh, gotta breathe, gotta breathe. I'm just excited. I'm an excited guy. I don't know what to tell you. It's hard for me to keep my excitement down. And so this is what I see happening for Bitcoin so far. I'm open-minded to the fact that we get resistance and we can, you know, if we can't break back above resistance, expect more downside. All right. Funny, a man's voice, the deeper a man's voice is based on the length of his vocal cords. The length of the vocal cords is based on the amount of testosterone the man's been given. Isn't that interesting? So a deeper voice means a man has more testosterone. That's kind of weird. I found that pretty interesting. Look, we hear it resistance. I'm not saying, I'm just saying. So we're here at resistance. So back at resistance, here we go. So if Bitcoin can't get back above this resistance, expect more downside. We have to get back above this level to remain bullish. What is that level? It's 48,200. All right, so I got you, baby. All right, everything's okay. You got this. People use Bitcoin future bot trade. Maybe why men can go high, but women with the deep voice can't. I don't know. Sam, you're the man. I greatly appreciate you and love the work that you put in for us. Much love. Shout out to Kyle Rivero. Low T and proud, man. You're funny, man. Low T and proud. Hi, Crypto Baby. My voice isn't very deep, but I'm actually always quite built. And I do work out 6 days a week. And I'm an endomorph body type. I'm an endomorph too. Get jacked quick. Lose weight fast. Best thing you could do. My voice is super deep in Japan. Oh, man. This dude, man. Dude, we're going for it tonight. Bitcoin wants it. Now that's a little flag on the smaller time frame, like the 1 minute. Let's look at us. I'm going to look at another. But, ooh, we just got a nice green candle to the upside there, too. Just looking healthy. You see that? And we called it again for you. We called another trade on a Saturday night, even when there's no... Dude, we call it on Monday. We call it on Saturday. We call it on Tuesday. We call it on Friday. We call it on Thursday. We call it on Wednesday. It doesn't matter. ETH, January 22nd, big. And Karate Dog paid big. Voice and tie, really challenging. Early bird, yeah. Cup and handle forming on Bitcoin. I'm definitely an endomorph. Chubby ability. My body is Gollum type, and my voice is precious. You're funny. True Mike Tyson disagrees. 850. Mike Tyson actually, even though he talked kind of like this, if you really hear him, he has a deeper voice that he can, you know. It's weird. He did talk funny though. Remember when I grew up, I was like, I'm gonna eat his children. I'm gonna take him alive. I'm gonna eat his children. You remember that? Do you guys remember that? I'm gonna eat his children. I swear he said it. I love Mike Tyson. I think he's amazing. I swear I saw him say, I'm going to eat his children, though. Like, yeah, right here. Mike Tyson, I want to eat his children. I remember, because I like, I was a kid when I was just like, no, like, Grant saying he wants to eat Lex Luthor's children. He regrets saying it. He did say it, though. I'm the best ever. I want to eat Lex Luthor's children. It was the funniest thing I ever seen, bro. Like, it's like, I love him, though. Don't get me wrong. I don't ever want to put him in a bad light. I think he's one of the most amazing people on earth. I look up to him. Dude is amazing. Like, you know what I mean? Look, Mike Tyson, post-rant fight. I want to eat his children. You want to hear it? You don't believe me? All right, here it is. Check it out. He says it right. I'll always remember it to this day.
Always confusion with Mike Tyson, who's standing by with Jim Gray. Jim?
Yeah. Okay, thank you, Steve. Mike, was that your shortest fight ever?
I bear witness there's only one God, and Muhammad's blessings and peace be upon him as
Amen.
his prophet.
Amen.
I dedicate
Allah
this fight
Akbar.
to my brother, Darabam, who died. I'll be there to see you. I love you with all my heart. All praise be to my children. I love you. Oh God, man, what?
Is this your shortest fight ever? In any time, amateur, professional, ever?
Assalamu alaikum, Maida. I don't know, man.
Yo, he gets crazy
Lennox
now.
Lewis, Lennox,
He gets crazy
I'm
now.
coming for you.
Mike, is it frustrating to train like you did and then have this in 7 or 8
train
seconds?
for this fight. I only trained probably 2 weeks or 3 weeks for this fight. I had to bury my best friend, and I dedicated this fight. I wasn't going to fight. I dedicated this fight to him.
You know, his best friend was the dude that may have shot 50 Cent. You know that? That's
I was going to rip his heart out. I'm the best ever.
I think it is.
I'm the most brutal and vicious and
Right
most
here.
ruthless champion there's ever been. There's no one can stop me. Lennox is a conqueror. No, I'm Alexander. He's no Alexander.
Yo,
I'm the best
love
ever.
this dude.
There's never been
Love
anybody.
this dude.
I'm
Yes.
Sonny Liston. I'm
Go,
Jack Dempsey.
go,
There's no one like
go,
me. I'm from their
go,
club. There's no one that
go.
can match me. My style is impetuous. My defense is impregnable. And I'm just ferocious. I want your heart. I want to eat your children. Praise
There it
be
is.
to
There it is. I
Allah.
want to eat his children.
Saying now, Mike.
There it is. Yo, he's a beast. He's a beast, yo. He doesn't stop. Yo, like, you can't. Yo, I told you, man. He's just so freaking, man. If that doesn't inspire you to keep going every single day of your life, to push forward, to know that you can do anything that you want, man. That dude came from the hood, man. No, you know, single mom, like battle. You know what I mean? Just like, and he made. You know, I love Mike Tyson. I don't care anyone thinks. If you say anything bad about Mike Tyson, I personally would get pissed. You know, I think he's one of the coolest people on earth, and there's so much to learn from his experience in his life. And he now goes on podcasts, and you can hear him talk. And man, if I ever get to meet him, blessings on blessings, bro. I think he's amazing, right? And whenever I'm like down, or whenever I even think for a second, and I need to get excited, I watch his best knockouts, and I just watch him just tear people up, man. And just he was in such amazing shape too. You know, he's only what 5'10". He's like a half an inch taller than me. He wasn't that big. He was a dude, world known, toughest dude in the world, really, when it comes down to it. Like Mike Tyson, man. Yo, he's the man. He bites your ear off, man. Yo, he did that too. He bit the dude's ear, bro. Like, just like, yo, Evander Holyfield. I'll always remember these moments. Mike Tyson, see, I grew up in 1983, man. Mike Tyson, like, I grew up when, see, I get in goosebumps. Like, you guys, whoever you guys are now, like, whoever grew up now, you're in your 20s, and you grew up, you're growing up with Patrick Mahomes, and I'm not putting it down. They're great. Look at this, 900, baby. We hit 900 now. Let's go. We're getting the pump. Like, it just, this is, on top of this, I'm doing what I do for a living, and I'm doing it well. Like, I may be having fun, I may be joking around, but I'm joking around only because I'm good. I'm able to make the call that matters, right? Last Saturday night, remember Crypto Billy, you made the gain? Same thing, yo. We're doing it again. It's been a week straight. I haven't missed a call. Like, for a week, craziness. I could be asleep right now, but I love each and every one of you. I want to be here. I love it. I love doing this. I love helping people learn. I love helping people learn how not to get wrecked in the market. This is how it is, you know? I grew up rooting for Tyson. I made 75 cents holler. You made me open that stream to see what the is going on, man. You're funny. I remember him, yeah. So I grew up, like Michael Jordan was what I grew up on. Bo Jackson, you know. I'm 6, 7, 8 years old. Like, I'm watching some of the greatest, you know, Joe Montana, Jerry Rice. Like, these are the people I'm watching with my dad when I'm watching football, okay? I'm watching, to this day, the greatest ever, you know? Like, we haven't seen, like, it just, I don't know. I felt like it was such an era in sports history that I got to be a part of as a kid. And it just, you know, and so I remember going to a buddy's house for the Mike Tyson fight and being so excited. I was like 12 or 13. Oh man, like I can, you know, it's a part of my growing up, you know. My dad and me, I have memories of watching Jerry Rice. I have memories of, you know, we just, oh man, Kalishnikov, right? I mean, dang, I shouldn't have done that. So sorry. I blew your ears out. If you don't recognize greatness in somebody, I don't know what, right? Jordan Montana. I grew up with Wayne Gretzky. I got to meet Wayne Gretzky at the Fleet Center. One of the greatest memories of my life. Bitcoin pumping beautifully. Up to 950 now. Massive short squeeze. We got the short squeeze. Remember when I said, can we please get the short squeeze? Right when I asked for it, we got it. So ask and you shall receive. It's that simple. All right. I love Muhammad Ali too. Don't get me wrong. Well, I seen the interview with Big Pun. I seen that interview. Of course I seen that interview. I love that interview. It's with Fat Joe, though. I don't think it's with Big Pun. But maybe you're right. But I thought it was Fat Joe. But either way, they're probably both together. So nice pump for Bitcoin to the upside. Loving life right now. Can't complain. Let me finish off these super chats. Remember, Jordan played baseball and Sanders played baseball and football. Yo, Deion Sanders was the man. Like, Deion Sanders was like, we had never seen anything like that. He was a phenom. Like, and he was cool. Everyone wanted to be Deion. I had an Atlanta Falcons jacket. Of course, even though I lived here in Boston, I had an Atlanta Falcons jacket. I did. Mike Vick. Come on, man. Like, when Mike Vick came into the league, I got myself, Atlanta, I rocked it. The Patriots were horrible when I grew up. Horrible. Tom Tupa, I'm trying to think who the heck we had. You know, up until we got Bledsoe, like, I can't even remember who the quarterback was. I'm trying to think. I think Flutie was even a backup at one point for a little while. Doug Flutie came out of the Canadian Football League. That was really cool for me to see. BC, you know, he threw the Hail Mary against the Miami Hurricanes. I'm an old man, guys. You can tell. I got a lot of stories, you know. I've been around. I'm like a rock. I'm like a mountain. I've been around these pots for a long time over here. So this thing looks pretty good to me. I like what I'm seeing for it. 2-day chart to see if it has more gas. Just getting started. Daily can flip, but it's kind of doing consolidation. It could still dump back down to the 200. It could be a double top there on the 22. See, that's an M pattern. So it may look a little more enticing than it needs to be here, but it could still be an M. Has heavy resistance. Smart move would we wait for it to break out and retest 140. That would be the safer play. Very, very risky entry is right now. Previous support is resistance, but there's a chance that ABT still does get that move to the upside. Old man, young spirit. Sam, I could get you a hood pass in Brooklyn. You're funny. Dude, I already had my hood passes. Like, I slept in the projects up in 138 in Grand Concourse. I did, you know, I've been in the hood, man. I've been all over New York City. I lived in Queens for years. I was in Bensonhurst. I was in Sheepshead Bay. I've been down. I was in East New York doing a documentary for a school that helped kids that get lost to the wayside get their GED. You know, I've been around, man. Staten Island too. I met Raekwon and did a video. I basically did a documentary on Raekwon's life, and I spent like a couple weekends with him, and he brought me around his Park Hill projects, told me about his mom and how she used to cook for everybody. Like, we were doing disco biscuits, if you know what I'm saying. I don't want to say because, you know, I moved on from that, but we were burning L's on the Verrazano Bridge, man. Me and Raekwon. Straight, it's a true story. Facts. I became good friends with Stephon Marbury. Me and him were hanging out. We were burning in the back of his Bentley. Yo, I hung out with him for like 4 or 5 months, almost 6 months actually. Like, my good friend's sister used to date him. You can see all this on my face. If you ever go to my Facebook page, you'll see all these pictures of me hanging out with Stephon Marbury, and you'll be like, how are you hanging out with Stephon Marbury? You know, I mean, it was years ago now. Like this, I just had a crazy life, man. There's a lot of crazy stuff going on in New York City, man. Like, it was nuts, bro. I became good friends with Twister. I became good friends with Jadakiss. Me and Jadakiss became friends. I got a video of that too. Yeah, I never go on Facebook anymore. I don't even know if I remember. I don't even know how to get into my Facebook account. I've sent Sam a couple times. I can at least say he will blend in the room anywhere. Shout out to Jamal Antonio, man. I love you. And look at this beautiful, dude. This squeeze is really doing damage on us. It may be the night of nights, man. This may be a bigger trade than we realize here that we're going to get paid on. I thought it was a sleepy Saturday night. It's actually paying off for me to stay here and trade. So I'm pretty happy that I made the trade. Yo, Jade is the best, man. Yeah. I was on stage with Shock G. That's dope. Optimism looks like it's getting ready for a bigger move, in my humble opinion. I'd put an alert on it and watch it consolidate a little more inside the triangle. And then once we get a more solidified consolidation, it looks like it's ready to go for sure. Wow, we're about to go to 48,000 again, everyone. We're about to crack 48K, in my humble opinion. Shout out to everyone. You guys are awesome. Like, the fact that you would kick it with me all night like this because you're so into cryptocurrency and you don't give a dang. I love y'all. I love y'all. And then, of course, it starts to rain right after I wash my car. Link is going. I told you Link's going to go, baby. There we are, 48,000. We just hit 48K. We're at 48,000, everybody. We did it. We did it. Sammy Cup and Hattie to the upside for the 1,000th time. Sam Price has called Bitcoin yet again on his live show with a beautiful pump to the upside. Look at that. Massive move up for Bitcoin. Boom, boom, boom. 48,000. Dollar bill. I can't believe I called it again. Because I expected this to be, it was like a slow Saturday. Then I showed up to the live and that's when things just got crazy right now. Like, they were quiet all day for me. And then they're like, you know what, Sam? We're going to pump Bitcoin for you. And look at that. Beautiful Sammy Cup and Handy. The falling wedge breaking out. And there we go. And that's how I like to do it. That's how we get it done. That's how we get it done. You know, I don't get paid unless I get you paid, baby. I got to get you paid. You know, I want to make sure you guys get paid. I've already been paid. God has chosen me for whatever, or blessed me. I don't want to say chosen, but God has blessed me for so much light and love and happiness. Like, I opened this trade just quietly thinking it was going to be a small trade. It's up $300. It's just crazy, you know? And the short squeeze is on. I didn't even plan on making $300 tonight. I thought it would just, I thought I was kind of being a little crazy for trading the weekend. I'll be honest. And it turned out to be a great trade. I liked it. I almost want to take this profit, but wow, it's like, it says it's going to go higher. That's why I doubled down too. I was like, I'm going to double down. I like that. And again, I take this 5,000 to 7,000. I take the 2,000 out. I'm taking my profit for the night and going to sleep. Like I didn't even expect to make 277. I'm taking that. I'm super happy. I'm so grateful. It looks like more is coming on that move. It really looks like more is coming, but it's the weekend and I'll take whatever I can get. Let's see if the 7 minutes getting a little over. Yeah, over about the 7. You're a little far away. You're likely going to get it extended. If you keep pumping, you could definitely keep pumping. I usually sell early. I'll tell you that. It usually keeps pumping after I sell it. But I lock in gains constantly, right? So I don't mind if it keeps, I keep a little more liquidity now. There's some 48.5 liquidity now hanging up right there. But your 1 hour, see that? That's, oof. And your 4 hours looking extra saucy right now. Like, you're just a little away for the 21-day moving average, you know? And there's some bearish divergence here. It just, I don't know. I'm in the middle there. I'm just happy I took profits. I want to go to sleep. I don't want to be in a trade all night. You know what I mean? I sold and want to wait for a flag. Amen. Shout out to Jamal Antonio, who here just took gains, took half and double top and let some run. Who here took gains? I like to take gains, master friend. I just keep taking gains. I'm now 20-4 on my trades, so super excited for that too. Man, I did not expect to make that money today on trading futures on Bitcoin. I really didn't. I thought it was going to be a sideways day. Shout out to anyone that made gains with the lifer. May God bless you all for doing that. And we got the short squeeze that I asked for, and we got it exactly when I needed it. What can I say? We did it again, everybody. We did it again. No, wrong one. Yeah. And you get a car, 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 and you get a car. I'm just joking around. Nobody gets cars. Don't call me asking for a car. We're not giving away cars. Okay. And oh man. Thank you again. God bless you all. Applause to the Weekend Cartel. All right, the Weekend Cartel, dude. I like that, dude. Applause to the weekend. Yo, who else is out here on the weekend? All these other YouTubers are taking days off. I don't take a day off. There's just too much money to get out here. I'm the everyday hitter, baby. You're a maniac with these calls, my guy. Yo, I've never been so insane with the calls. Like, I actually have been, but like, I haven't missed a Bitcoin call in a minute now. You know what I mean? This guy says Bitcoin dump is at 48,100. He's calling it a dump. What's wrong with this dude? What's wrong with these people? What is wrong with these people? Let's go to the 1 minute time frame and see if there's more sauce in the one. So be honest, if this flags out, I'd be more it'll tell me I want to look at it. I don't want to do it on the chart I'm on. I'll go to the KuCoin chart and look at the 1 minute. Well, it looked a little different than the other chart. And I always sell the local top. Dude, when you make $300 really fast, come on now. Don't be greedy. You know what I mean? When I make $300 like this, don't be greedy. Take your money. All right. Like, I have a lot. I'm good, but and $300 isn't going to change my life. But every little bit counts. I pick up pennies off the street. I always say that to everyone. I pick up pennies off the street. All right. I pick up pennies off the street because it reminds me that every single tiny bit, that every single grain of sand makes the beach, right? These giant beaches that you look at and just beautiful. I see bearish div, you know, not totally, but dude, I sold that local top like a boss. You got to give it to me because I was up good. And also, you know what? When you're live streaming, take this from me. If you ever do something live, say you're good at doing 5 flips, but you go in front of a crowd and you do 3 flips. Do 3 flips and then wave your hand. All right, you know what I mean? Don't go for 5. You know what I mean? You did 3. You know, same thing with here. Like, I'm live streaming every month. Like, I was up $300. Like, don't go for $400 in front of everyone. If I sell right now, I'm the man in front of everyone. If I hold it and it goes down, I'm not so cool. So be cool. You know what I mean? Next time you're trading, here's a good thing. The next time you're in a big trade, act like you're me in front of 1,000 people. And tell yourself, do you want to see the trade lose in front of 1,000 people or do you want to win? All right? That'll get you to sell profits, won't it? Do you want to lose in front of 1,000 people or you want to take your gains? You know, I got 1,000 people watching me. I'm going to lose. That's not going to feel too good. The head of a trading group, guy doesn't know how to take profits. So, you know, it all works for me when I do the right thing. Right? Need I digress? So do the right thing. Stop playing games. Stop dreaming for bigger. Like, that could have been 1,000. You know what? Right when I went to the trade, I was like, oh, that could be 2,000. This could be the big one, I said. It enticed me to try to stay in it always does that to me every time. And I tell myself, take the gain, Sammy. Take the gain. Take the gain. Take the gain. You never go broke taking profits. No, you just continue to take them. You'll have a habit of taking profits that will continue over time. This 1 minute looks like it's about to pop. I gotta say. That looks hot. That looks real hot. I want to get kind of crazy on this one. I got like literally 80 windows open. It's insane. Morpheus project backed by Eric Vornez. I know, but Bitcoin's pumping right now and it's so fun, you know. I just love trade. I like to trade. I love it. I love doing this. It's so much fun. Like, that's the only thing. It's been grabbing the same thing twice. I'll be doing this for the next 18 months, just flagging it out. 48,300 is the target. Looks like it's about to blast. And we've seen the squeeze already going down. We broke 48K again. If we break 48.2, that's going to be amazing. So I wanted to up this to like 200% leverage. All right, I just wanted to see. I'll put $58 in here. My liquidation is $48,017, right? So you easily lose $50. It's so fast, right? But if it holds that level, right, it can moon. This is what these guys. Funny. On a Saturday night, 200x left. Let's go. Let's go. Low stochastic. Don't do this. Don't do this at home, all right? Please. Easily gonna lose $57. Like, it's already lost, all right? It's okay. I already made the 280 or whatever, so I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit. It's not a good look. It's not something I usually do. If this thing rips, it'd be awesome, though. It'd be amazing. It's all about the next 10 minutes. He's like, high risk. And honestly, don't do this. This is just like, this is for your entertainment on a Saturday night. All right. Oh, no. There it goes. Yep. Oh. This is why you don't do this. Yep. And I'm out. I'm gone. Yeah, see. He doesn't even need to hit you. This is why I don't trade with 200x leverage. Ever. Like, this trade would have been, simply done like this. Boom. Master friend does his thing. He'll teach you his stuff. It's just not for me. It's just personally not for me. That's how you lose a lot of money real fast. I make money doing this because I do it very easily. It's like, see, I lost more money than I needed to too. All right. And look, the trade will probably end up playing out my regular trade with nice, proper risk management. All right. 200x straight to Goblin Town. Don't say stop losses out loud. You're funny. It's funny. People that say that, I think they're just like, I don't want to give people my stop loss. Come on, man. Nobody. Whales, like, you're not that important. Like, you're not. Like, unless you got 100 mil on the rack, like, they might come find you. We're just all a byproduct of the moving oceans of trades. This flag still looks good to me though. See? And see, your money's foolishly. No reason to do that. My system says trade it properly. Bring this back down to like 47. I comfortably sit between 40 and, somewhere there. I just look at the trade, really. The trade tells me the leverage. 48,353. 47,900. And remember, live by the sword, die by the sword. Like, you go 200 every time. Like, I don't know. It's just like, you live by the sword, you will die by the sword, right? So there, I'd risk the risk-reward ratio up because, oh yeah, we're higher now. We pumped just immediately. It changed the risk-reward ratio. Have to be like a little higher. Can we go higher? It says we can. There's a short squeeze on the table here. I don't like the risk-reward ratio. It's a 2-to-1 now. It's just not that great. I'd have to bring my stop up to a point where I'm not a fan of it. You see? So the entry was right there. My entries are specific. That's why they work. Like I have to get in at the exact moment. But this definitely looks like it's going up to 48 430 for sure. And what you do is you'll go with 200x again, right? And lose it. 200x again and lose it. And then you'll be down $500, right? 10 times. And you'll do that in an hour and you'll be done. That's not true. The leverage amount is relevant because it has everything to do with the liquidation price. Yeah. So like if I raise the leverage and I use the same trade, okay, the liquidation will go up. So it is relevant actually. That's actually a miss. I have to be honest. What you just said is not true. The leverage amount is really irrelevant. It just influences the amount. It's not true. That's not true because it changes the liquidation price. So it's very relevant. What I do is I keep the confirmation window on right here. And so every time I get into a trade, when I hit this button, it shows me what I'm going to do first. It shows me exactly what could happen. Make sure that my stop is above my liquidation. See what I'm risking 1,600. See, and you can see, okay, there's the trade. All right. That 200x trade would have played out. See, they got me. They just like snapped me. It's so weird. We were right there and they came and grabbed me. And it's so crazy, right? Had my liquidation just been a little lower, I would have been in there. 100x, I would have been still in the trade. See, I was right. Like the trade in general was correct. Stoked, stochastic, boom. You could be right and still lose a lot of money. That's the problem with trading, right? Look, there it is, man. That would have been so cool, though. I never did 200x leverage. So close to winning that trade. Oh, and there it goes. And I had a feeling to enter right here, too. Now we got a little bearish div on the 1 minute. So like right here, say I was going to use 400, right now I could, if I bring this up to 62 confirm and then I open the long. Now my liquidation is at 47.5. It's above my it's 47.58. It raised the liquidation price. But if I go back down lower to 35 and I open the trade, the liquidation price is now 46,973, below 47,000. Changes the whole thing, right? I saw that pump coming. So my way, I don't know why I did the 200 out of nowhere. I felt like being crazy. I felt like doing something different. Had I done my original plan and just got in, I would have got in right there when I started the leverage trade. I'd be up right now huge. Look at that huge pump. Oh my God, look what they just did. Oh my God. They just went right to the target. Crazy. Now imagine the 200x leverage. That $50 would have been boom. If you was cross, you would have been fine. That's true too. That's true too. If I was cross, I would have won that trade. I wouldn't have gotten liquidated. This is also true. And I would have made a boatload of money off that $50. I probably would have made like $700 off that $50 right now. Oh my God, it would have been insane. Damn it, I was so close, dude. I called this pump. Like I called this. It's again another call right now, beautifully on the channel. And the other trade would have been up like $700. I could see more coming too. But dude, I just like at one point I have to like leave the chart and like give my mind a break, bro. There it goes, dude, right to the target. Bang. Like, that's insane. Like, it's like, have I been here before? Did I know this was going to happen? How do I keep doing this? This is nuts to me. I'm just pissed I didn't, I should have done my original way to trade. I would have made another $500. So don't change your system. See, my old system would have got me paid. No stop loss got hit. Nice and clean. 3.33 risk reward ratio at that very entry. And I had a good entry, too, when I made the 200x leverage trade. I had a good entry. That entry was perfect. And look, I go from low Stokes to high Stokes. That's what I would take the trade. I would be out right now. I'd be so happy with that. What a beautiful move that was. And we called another short squeeze on the channel. They're building more liquidity above us now. It's crazy how now, even at night, Saturday night, now they got liquidity at 48,500. All right. Bang. Look at that, dude. Liquidity all the way up to 48,370. We had a little glitch in liquidity right there on my BOOKMAP. And that was a massive short squeeze. Like, dude, every time I show up, that was a massive short squeeze. And this is good for altcoins too. The whole market's just loving this. And we just broke above resistance. Let's talk about that right now. Let's look at Bitcoin on the bigger time frame. The big resistance was 48,200. And even right here, this was the major resistance. Did we double top, everyone said? We clearly didn't now. We're gone. We're gone. And this is the trade right here, even sitting on the 1 minute. Beautiful 1 minute trade. Scalp. 1 minute scalp, man. I am the king at 1 minute scalping. Like, unbelievable. Looks like they're building to dump it. You could pay your 99 Lifer Trading Group with crypto by emailing cryptolifers@gmail.com. Yeah, you want to be with us, man. We really, like, I got my pulse on the market. Like, I've been calling Bitcoin perfectly for literally days on days on days. Like, anyone could go on a court of law and be like, yo, this guy doesn't, like, put my hand on the Bible. This guy is one of the greatest I've ever seen at this. $99 is literally $3 a day to get access to what I'm doing every single day of my life. I was able to I knew when to go to the 1 minute after the pump. I knew when to find the flag. And I knew how to see when the flag was going to pump based on the stochastics RSI and the support and resistance. And then I knew exactly where we were likely going to go based on the measured move. And this is all from years and years of doing this. Like, I could see it all. My subconscious built all that immediately. I didn't even have to think about it. I saw it all without even thinking. It all came to me immediately, right? So if we stay above here now, you'll go for another leg up, all right? If not, you could get the pump down. The bearish divergence isn't really strong enough to me. That swings up and that swings up too. I'd like it a little stronger than that. Likely, but look, whenever you make the leg from the 21, you're likely going to come back. So draw your twisted sister. It'd be beautiful we could stay in this. It's probably unlikely. It's more likely we come back to the 21-day moving average. I have to leave this chart alone tonight. I have to, like, close my, but this is crazy, right? And 48,800, man. What a pump for Bitcoin. We just hit 48,400 in the middle of the night. They just went after anyone who was shorting all night, and they smashed them. Morpheus Project. I don't know which one that is. This is likely coming back down to the 21 again if it's going to make another run. Back to the 21-day moving average. Back to the 21-day moving average. Simple, 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 simple. All right? Imagine missing tonight's stream. Amazing, right? A lot of people will, though. All right? A lot of people did. How many people we got here now? Still only 881. It's not even one of my big streams. $125 in chat revenue. Thank you so much. Asian market pumping Bitcoin. Yes, they are. Bang that scalp short. A little short right there, back down to the 21-day moving average. Think and Grow Rich right here. More than techniques here. Mindset, frequency, manifesting, love. It really is, man. Shout out to Crypto Billy. It's how to create abundance. I'm teaching you all how to live in abundance. There's a way to do it. There's a frequency to tap into. There's a vibration to gyrate at. And I'm going to show you how we do it every single day of the week. God bless you all, everyone. I got to jump on out of here. The guy wanted Morpheus. I don't know much about it. I know Morpheus protocol. I know Morpheus network. Cash just printed a higher high for the day. I mean, yeah. And expect some type of pullback. Like, it doesn't go up forever. Yeah, nothing goes up forever. But I'm excited. You should be excited. It's a great day to be alive. And I'm still up. We still made massive gains. The portfolio's up. Everything is up. Life is up. We're winning. P&L is blasting. CAS is now at 81,000. NAKA is now at 23,000, right? I got 0.8 of Bitcoin. Just to get 0.8 of Bitcoin cost you 40 grand, right? Insane. Insane. And look, the original cup and handle that I gave you, beautiful play to the upside. The original call from this morning. And then this was the original entry right here from earlier today at 47,200. Basically a $1,100 move I gave to the trading group. If you're in the trading group, you got this immediately when I woke up this morning. I went live this morning. I put my box here. I was a little off, right? But that box is a fun game. I'm really playing the charts. I don't know where Bitcoin's going to go. So really, my box doesn't matter because I don't play that. I play the probability of what's going to happen based on what I'm looking at. Wait, what are you breaking the fast with? Watermelon and bone broth. Yeah, I'm going to break my fast with watermelon and bone broth. Yeah. FRGX token is not just a new asset. It's a door to new opportunities. The blockchain world, FRGX. I'm sure it is. Sounds amazing. Now, everyone just has their coin that they say is going to be the greatest thing since sliced bread. I'm always like, yeah, for sure. Now, if this is going to continue, everyone, you're going to watch your 1 minute time frame. All right? And if this kind of, and it's funny, I want to stay up all night and trade now. Like, this will consolidate above this resistance. We had resistance here. That was my red bar. Now we're above resistance. If we stay above this and consolidate, we're going for more. Very simple, very simply put, Just wait for stupid coin. Dude, had I won 100x, I would have made a lot of money. Dang. I should have made my liquidation a little lower. That would have been an epic trade. Oh, I was so close to it happening. Had I just done it a minute later, I would have won the trade too. It was timed out differently too. Man, why we had to go down at that one moment. It's just crazy, right? It burns. It burns. It burns. It just would have been an insane 200x lever trade that would have played out like absolutely ridiculously. Like, that'll burn. I love perfection. I didn't get perfection on that, right? I wanted to be perfect. So whatever it is, what it is. What a great day. I spent the day cleaning my car, watching my kids, hanging out with my wife, hanging out with you guys, going over the charts. We made awesome gains. Everything is doing damage. We put out more charts. The elites banging on them. I'm banging on them. Master Friends banging on them. Like, it just, come on. Ethereum Classic is banging on them. Someone asked me about it. It looks like it's going to retest and continue up to 34. Look, that's a weird Adam and Eve, but it's playing out so far like an Adam and Eve. Call it what it is, right? And when people see Casper pump, Bitcoin pump, and their Casper goes for more now. 1433, bang, bang, bang. And Casper's in a bit of a flag here. You see this? That's actually got some big legs. And you have to remember, there's a lot of people that said, oh, I'm going to buy some Casper, and they didn't. Now they're pissed. And because they didn't have control of their emotions on the way down, they're not going to have control of emotions on their way up, and they're going to buy into this. You get it? That's what's likely going to happen. I see Casper going to 17. I just made $100 while I sit here with my kids in a pool on a Sunday. Dude, the fact you get to be in a pool, because I live in cold Boston, makes me, I want to live in a place where I can have a pool at least 80% of the year. Everyone, I love you. I appreciate you. 48,250. What a beautiful pump. We did it. We called it again. I was long. I gave you guys the call in the trading group. I don't know what more I can do, but I continue to be profitable with each and every one of you. Continue, guys, show how we live and continue to show how not to lose your money and continue to act, continue to grind. Shout out to Crypto Billy out there in South Carolina. We're coming. We're definitely coming in April for a trip. So we'll make, even if it's a 2-hour drive, we looked at where you are. It looks like you're about 2 hours outside of Charleston, an hour and 40, something like that. But we'd love to come see you. And April will probably be the time where the manifestation in which you envisioned will happen, when I'm sitting there eating a nice freaking porterhouse or a ribeye or whatever your lady likes to cook, man. And that's actually a month from now, bro. And so I'm super excited. I hope we can pull it off. It looks like I'll be coming down to South Carolina this April. So God bless everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for an absolute insane live stream. It went like 3 hours long. I had no expectations of that. Casper's at, look, I just got to show you, of course. Casper's at the 333. Oh, it was right there. And I had it, but it was at 333 right now. And then it moved. Come back for me and change to 333. Just change to 333. There you go. There you go. Thank you. Appreciate you. All right. It always does what I ask it to do. The numbers always do what I ask them to do. And then 3 times 3 is 9, right? 339. And then it's gone. And it's gone like that. Up, it's back up, and it's gone. Crazy. Bitcoin moving, really. 48,300. Let me go back to BTC one more time. It could be the night of nights. Look at the 1 hour, too. The inverted head and shoulder that played out. And then look, the cup and handle to the upside. I mean, everything did it. It's just amazing. You're watching this little flag. Seeing if it has more gasoline. Looks like it may. Just like the last. I can't believe that was perfect. Perfect. It's all good, bro. You're still shooting a 90% average. Oh, yeah, see, people see my loss, and they come in from the... Yeah, they're like... Some of the comments are from people that are backed up in the stream. They're not where I'm at yet, right? Yeah. It looks like it wants 49,000. 48,995 is the target on this little flag to the upside for BTC. I'm going to probably step on... I'm traded out. Like, I want to have a night where I can just focus and meditate and just be free. I'm going to break my fast tomorrow. 3-day water fast, man. Unbelievable. And then I learned that a dry fast is even better than a water fast. Chainlink's pumping something serious. Whole market's doing damage. I'm super excited to be alive. Life is good. I can't complain, right? This looks like it's about to rip again. And it is. There it goes. Flag number 2. Low stochastic. Touching the 21, right? Everything that I go for. I just got to be quick enough to get, and I just have to have I've learned whenever I don't do my proper risk management, I slip. It's just been doing this lately. I don't know why. It hasn't been taking off the asset. It used to default and switch. It hasn't been doing that lately. It's making me click it off on the side again, and it's just wasting my time. I could take a couple seconds that I don't have. Again, it's a 2-to-1 risk-reward ratio. That target does take me to 49,000 though. I might remember on the bigger chart. So with that, we'd be at a 3-to-1 right there. I'd get all the way up to 49,014. My stop would have to be at 48,142. Right? I'd be risking $100 for 220. Not great. I'm not a fan of that. I'd have to shave it even higher. I'm super anal about like the trade, right? That's okay. That's almost a 4-to-1 risk reward ratio. But I'm very close to the place, right? I could risk another 80. Then I'd still be up 200 about. I want 80 on what I made already tonight. And then I could still take this trade, right? So we'll go for it. We'll see if they short squeeze them for more. All right. If this trade ends, I'm out, though. After this trade, I'm out. When this hits the top stoke, I'm done trading for the night. If it's there, you take what's there, right? Like, most of the time, 70% of the time, this trade will pay me. So I'll take the trade every time I see it, even if I don't want to trade, even if I'm tired, even if it's like I got to take the setup that makes sense. I got to take the setup in front of me. I mean, that's how you make a quick 16 bucks. All right. There we go. And they're squeezing these shorts real hard tonight. I don't know. Asia's just bugging out. Like, they just don't seem to care, right? I mean, to me, that's a fast $30. Like I'm super happy with that. It shaves off some of that earlier loss already, right? I keep this window open, ready to just close a trade. 333. I'm just like, my mind's like, I don't want to be in a trade anymore. You know, I just want to be resting. I'm out. I don't want to be in the trade. I just don't want to be in the trade anymore. I'm happy with my win, man. I'm beat tonight. I'm moving on. Maybe it goes up for more. Maybe it doesn't. I'm okay. You got to learn how to walk away, everyone. That's another thing you got to learn how to do. All right. All right. I'm done for the night, everyone. May God bless each and every one of you. I love you all. Have a wonderful night. Hope this trade plays out for you if you're in it. And may you have a blessed night. We're going to keep this at, 58.29 on our way to 7,000. All right. No one else is live, baby. I know, right? And we're making gains. And the world's asleep. Everyone's out drinking. And we made massive gains tonight. All the way from the low here at 48,000, 47, and then just continue to pump. I mean, crazy. All right, everyone. I love you all. I appreciate you guys. The guy asked about Morpheus. I just don't know much about it. I will break it down for you tomorrow or the next day. So, my wife has been feeding children. She sends $600, I believe it. That's all, or maybe a little more a month. And she only does this for 5 days a month. She would like to do it 30 days a month, right? And we could probably do more. But it's her little operation. It's what she's been doing. And whenever her money gets paid, they send her a video of the kids that she fed. And she sent this to me this morning. She's like, "You want to see the kids I fed?" I forgot she was doing it. She hadn't mentioned it in a few weeks. And, and she's like, "Look how little they are." Like, and like, I just like, man, and they live in like, very, very, see, when I put this out, people commented and some people wrote like, "What about the poor people in America?" Number one, I give to poor people all the time. And I've fed in my whole life. I lived in New York City. Whenever I walked by a bum, I asked him if he needed a sandwich, and I would get him food. My whole life, I was good to people, man. I'm telling you, like, I never went by a woman with her stroller in the subway. I always picked it up and carried it up the stairs for her. I found when a blind man would come out of a bus, and I learned this: blind people have to use people. So they get off the bus and they go, "Hello, anyone there? Take me to the." And one day I was walking by and a man was like, "Anyone could take me to?" And I was like, "I could take you." And he put his arm on me. I did it twice in my life, you know. And you're intimate with them, and he talks to you, and you ask him, and he trusts you, and like, there's just amazing feeling of trust immediately, right? You're just like sitting there with this person, they got their hand on you, and you don't know them, and you got to get them where they got to go, and like they're trusting that you're not going to be an idiot, and you got to do the right thing. It's just like. And I always love those moments in life that God gave me. Like, those moments were the greatest moments. Like, I always felt good. I was like, hey, I got good mom and dad. Like, I did the right thing. I helped this blind guy get to where he needed to go. Like, and it's like, I cherish those times in my life, man. And those times are what build your character. They make you who you are. Like, your money you make, all this other stuff, it's cool, right? But, like, it's when you step up to the plate and do something for others, that's what matters. Like, that's what life's all about. 100%, and to me, like, that's when you feel the most connected. That's when you feel like you're part of a bigger sense of self. Like, there's more than just you out there. It's everybody together in this big, beautiful space, and we're all in it together, Because I just won $30, I kind of want to risk half of it to see if I can get to 49,231, right? I mean, now we're making a pretty nice little pennant here, and we played this one last time. I'm gonna risk 120. I'm gonna risk 130 for 400 and go to bed, and I'm gonna call that a day, and that's it. I said I was done, but I just I'm a trader, man. Love you, Sam. I mean, if I see it, then I see. Look, there's a cup and handle there, and we're low on the stochastics. It tells me that it's gonna rip. I can't, and likely we dump in my face, and I'm tired trading late at night. You never know. All right. I'll give you guys the update to this trade in the trading group. How's that? To give you guys a nail biter. All right. My leverage is 35x at $700. It's a $24,000 trade. I'm up $3 at the moment in time. 50-1 says Sam does another 3 trades. You guys are funny, man. Just don't try that ish unless you're strat. Not everyone is as nice as the livers. Funny. Good night. Thank you. Have a great day. Whoa, right? Anyway, God bless you all. I love you all. Have a wonderful day. Take 3 and run. I've been riding with you. Nails biting, right? I got it even when you don't. You got it even when you don't, man. They be getting me with those late night dog donate commercials. I swear they're still showing the same dogs as they did when I was a kid. You're funny, man. I love y'all. Have a great day. God bless you. Isn't that a Sarah McLachlan commercial too, right? Yeah. Donate to these dogs. $7, baby. That's a fast cup of coffee over here. And please subscribe to the channel. Tell your friends, guys. We want to get to 60,000 fast. We want to get to 100,000. That's my goal, my dream, to get that plaque and have the plaque and be like, yo, here's my $100,000 plaque. I did it. I guess once I get it, it won't be as, be like, whatever. Up another 19. Look, I can bring the stop loss. I can shave it a little bit. But I'd love to see this thing just pump to all heavens. We're above resistance now, and that means that people that just are waking up like, damn, Bitcoin just broke resistance. Like, everyone thought we were going back down, and a lot of people shorted that. All right? Look, I just went being up 18 to down 18 in literally a second. A second. Look how quick that was. So, and just be careful. All right? Just be careful. I want to ruin my streak on a late night, late night grab. It's hard to walk away. Yeah. Anyway, I'm jumping out. No, we going to 1 million. Shout out to Crypto Billy. All the way to 1 million, And look, we back up now again. Look how fast we did it. That was the buy off the bounce on the bottom of the channel. Bang, bang, bang. Let's go, baby. Nah, I'm messing with you guys. Man. I can't take it. I don't like to watch my trades, but that looks nice. It's an ascending triangle, and it looks pretty good to me. Anything is possible, though, and we're playing it close to the bone. We'll see. $10K profit, take now, wait till 50K. If I was up 10K, I would take it immediately and go to sleep. You know, immediately. Go right to bed. Back up 18 again. This is how funny these trades can play, right? That's why you can't even... I tell myself I lost $100 already. I go to bed. I wake up and I'm up and I'm like, wow. Posted the trading group. Gains in my sleep, you know? And we just keep moving. Now we're pretty nice. And that's where I sit around between 35 and 40x leverage somewhere, sometimes 50. This guy says, huge move coming any second. How would you know that? Are you a whale? You know? Like, how do you know there's a big move coming? Right? I mean, I guess you did just call it. It just pumped hard. Like, you called it. How did you know that was going to happen, yo? Oh, my gosh, man. I just feel like now I erased that loss completely. If I take this, the loss is gone that I just had. I erased it, and I get the big win, too. You know, XNA closed the 2 hour above the 200. That's great. Finally. Finally. I can't watch, man. I can't take it anymore. I can't. I got my hand on the trigger. It's late at night. It's late at night, man. I see a really bad bearish div. I'm out. I saw this swing up while this swung down, and it just spooked me. It made me jump out. I'm probably wrong. I'm watching it go moon to this moon all the way. It's going to moon again, right? Brah. I got to lose something. People got to see me lose sometime, so I'm humble, you know? I can't win every time. Like, it doesn't work. It's not good. No, seriously, people get jealous of you. Like, you want bad. Like, it's good my mom died. It wasn't good my mom died, but, you know, like, so many good things were happening to me. It's like, all right, feel bad for me. My mom died, you know? It's like, keeps the jealousy away a little bit, you know? But there is a bearish divergence there. You see it? So now this would have to be a rising wedge that breaks out parabolically. You get it? So now it would have to be something like this. See, I just crept the music back in real quick. Like we're in a movie, you know, like a soundtrack. I was a video editor for years, so I knew how to put music to feeling. And so I do that a lot on the fly without really realizing I'm doing it, because that's what I did it for a living. I was a music editor, video editor, you know. I was about to say, there's a line here that I'm not liking. Now, rising wedges break down 68% of the time. All right, this is likely going to break down. However, when they break out parabolically, right? It's all about where the stochastics are. When they're high, we're usually going to break down. If they were low, we're going to break to the upside. That's how I trade a rising wedge. Rising wedge have low stokes, then I'm in there like swimwear. Now, it could easily bend up, but it's unlikely. More likely we lose the 21. If that happens, you're dropping down to the 200 SMA. And look, I called a perfect sell, didn't I? So far. Still here. Last of the Mohican soundtrack, so epic. I'm up around 4K, just DCA every week and let the profits compound. I love it. Intermission is over, back to stacking sats again. Back to breaking backs again and stacking sats again. Flipping it, getting it, ripping it, going to it. Oh, man. I'm kicking it on the internet. I'm kicking it on the internet, ripping it, spitting it, flipping it, going to getting it. What you know about it? If this that loses that could fall down even further to the downside. To the downside. All right. To the downside. I just sent you an email, Cash, with the right address. So see how the Stokes reset? If the Stokes reset and we stay in the pattern, then I kind of want to get in, you know? This guy says 50 to 1. He opens up 3 more trades. I guess you know me better than I know myself. So this is setting up for a parabolic pump. All right. And this is what the bull run's going to be like. I don't think you realize. It's going to be crazy. Really start getting it crazy. So I'm in right there. That looks pretty crazy. And I can risk 50 bucks. I can risk 70 bucks for 350 bucks. I'll take it. It's the worst that could happen. I lose 70 bucks. Energy. Oh, there's the dome. But it could still be holding. To me, it lost it. See, now it lost the 200, the 21. Has to get back above that 21 now. It's got to get back above the 21 to remain bullish. And now you got shoulder, head and shoulder, bearish div. Blow on it. 24-hour stream. Any chance to see Cyber Legend? Yeah, why not? Whatever you ask for is my command. Whatever your wish is my command. Right? There's the 30-second chart. Could it get busy? Are we breaking down? I have noticed is like my body is healing itself at a fast rate right now. Like Cyber's consolidating. Look at this. Just getting tight. Bit of a double top too though. Heavy resistance right here. It's its next leg up though. Long as it stays above this support zone, I mean, you got yourself a bit of a move there, right? Moving average is a little far apart. 4 hours above the 200 SMA. So here's the deal. I mean, as long as it stays above the 400 200 SMA, it's like get in with a stop below the 400 200 SMA. As long as it stays above there, it's likely headed up to 849. Pretty simple stuff. Yeah. Might take a partial at 804, you know, and go from there. I feel like it lost the trend line now. Bearish retest possibly, but see that low stochastic with the aggressive curve tells me that there's a pump coming. There it goes. That aggressive curve is usually very accurate on the Stokes. We're green again. We'll see what happens. $467 at 35x leverage. And I thought I was going to call it a 9, man. H-bar, I just think there's way better multiples than H-bar. It just doesn't get me going. I'm not into it. Yeah. I'm a Caspa guy, man. I'm not an H-bar dude. You know, just not my thing. Now we got liquidity all the way back to 47,000 though. Like they want to dump us. But they got this big, so they want to take us to 49K and then we'll see what happens. So 49 is the big, like they're going to take us to 49,000. See that? It looks like we're going up to 49K. Now look, shoulder, head, kind of making a right shoulder. See, it's breaking down. To me, it's breaking down. May cut it off. And now look, once it loses the 21, it's gonna fall usually to the 200 SMA, and it falls pretty fast, right to there. To me, it looks like the trend's done. For now, for the night. Like we kind of did our thing. I'm gonna close for the night and call it a day. I'll be back tomorrow for another trade. I gotta stop. Everyone, I love you. I appreciate you. God bless each and every one of you for being here. Have a wonderful night. I'll see you tomorrow morning, bright and early again in about 9 hours from now. I don't know how we do it, but we do. Just don't ask how we do it. Just know that we do. All right. And look, I just, got myself out before we're done. Look, that's a shoulder, head and shoulder. That's actually a nice short right down to the 200 SMA. To 47,880. All right. This was on until it wasn't. See, and I've done this so many times. This was going until once we lost this angle and look, shoulder, head, right shoulder to the downside, right? I mean, pretty simple stuff. Anyway, I love y'all. Have a great day. God bless each and every one of you for being here, and I'll see you tomorrow for a beautiful live stream. Sorry, let me show my screen. I realized you didn't see what I was seeing. Shoulder, head, right shoulder, down to the 200 SMA. 47,880 is very likely right now. You're looking to see if you can stop that at 48,200, but we'll see what happens. That's a shoulder, head, and a right shoulder confirmed, likely moving to the downside. You never know. It could be a flag and it could pump. I'm open-minded, but, I exited my trade. I'm not in the trade anymore. We'll call it a day, and I'll be back to play another day. God bless you all. I'll see you tomorrow for another beautiful live stream. Thank you so much for your time. I had a really, really good time. Like, this was amazing. So I love what I do for a living. I have fun doing it, and I can't wait to come back and do it again tomorrow. I hope you learned a lot. I hope you made some gains, and I hope you had fun. Who made massive gains in the trading? Who made massive gains tonight on the live? Put a 333 in the comment section if you made a bunch of gains. And if you learned a lot and you had a lot of fun. Let me know. God bless you all for being here, and I'm going to jump on out. Wow, 681 likes, $130 in chat revenue. God bless each and every one of you. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you tomorrow.